No rain expected after all the rain they've had the last couple of days. Tennessee State won the toss, and they have elected to defer, and they will be kicking off. They're in the dark blue jerseys. And while the visitors, as you look at Mr. B.J. Curry, the deep man to return this kick for the Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff. It goes into the end zone, and out it'll be brought out to the 25-yard line. So this will be the start for Tennessee State going on defense. Arkansas Pine Bluff going on offense. And we'll check out the forward starting lineups. First of all, for Arkansas Pine Bluff, we're looking at an offensive line that's averaging 291. Jones is a senior up front. Barnes, a grad student, a transfer from Benedict. Running backs, a two-headed monster between Ross and Davis. Talented group of receivers, including their tight end, Kevin English. And, of course, their quarterback is Mekhi Hagins.
Yeah, Charlie, Mekhi Hagins, a red-shirted junior, got some playing time last year, good experience, finished the season strong for the Golden Lions. Head coach Alonzo Hampton really pleased with how he's come into that leadership role, and last week really showed out.
So let's see what they do. First down and 10. He has a man in motion, and that was Derek White. Pass out in the flat, and it's complete. And on the reception, Jamal Browder on the reception, a gain of 14 on the first play of the game. Let's look at the forward starting lineups defensively for Tennessee State. Eddie George said strength of this team is his defensive line, led by his son Eric, who was the conference's co-defensive rookie of the year last season in the conference. So here's the second down play. Hagins going up top once again. This one too big, intended for Donovan Giles. And we talked about some other people on the defensive side of the ball for Tennessee State. You know, injuries have put a freshman in that linebacker spot by the name of Sanders Ellis. Meanwhile, the secondary of Jalen McClendon, he's back. Ejected last week after a targeting penalty. And you saw Mekhi Hagins. It is second down and 10. The ball resting right outside the 35 to the 36-yard line. Little pass up front. And it's complete to Jonas Davis out of the backfield. Finally making the stop defensively was Ahmad Nelson. 5-yard gain on the play.
Charlie, you can tell Alonzo Hampton and his offense just looking to go vertical. They are matriculating the ball down the field with passing, really attacking that offense. And Alonzo Hampton said he's got to watch it. You mentioned the Tigers tough up front on defense. He needs to give his quarterback chances to stay in this game and use his arm.
Third down and 5. Hagins wants to run now. Rolls out to the right, puts the ball in the air, has it complete, and knocked out of bounds on the near sideline. After the reception again is Jamal Browder on the catch. Boogie Trotter was the man who knocked him out.
Charlie,
16 yards on that play.
Hagins doing a great job of dancing out of harm's way and finding his big tight end, Kevin English. That's what they need right now, using his legs to find an opening. They are just attacking them via the air.
First down and 10. Ball across midfield. Here's Jonas Davis. Fake to him. Wide open. Incomplete. Right off of the outstretched hands of the intended receiver. And again, that's Jamal Browder. Coach talked about him. He talked about that positive personality that Mr. Browder has. Kind of quiet, but very great personality. He's a junior out of Carroll City High School in Carroll City, Florida.
Browder did a nice job getting open there, using his sunshiny attitude to beat his defender by one step. The ball just out of his reach. You know they'll be coming back to that play, trying to ring that up for a touchdown.
Second down and 10. You see Jalen Bell there, the defensive tackle. Transfer from Mississippi Valley, a team that Tennessee State beat the first week of the season. In motion is Kevin English, the tight end. Passes out to the flat is Jonas Davis. Davis has the first down inside the 35 to about the 34-yard line. Boogie Trotter there to make the stop.
Charlie, Mekhi Hagins really running a well-oiled attack here. I love the way he's just composed, stiff arm there, gets it and tosses it out perfectly to pick up some yardage on that little short dump pass. I like what the Golden Lions are doing early in this game and often.
Moving the ball down the field, matriculating this drive started at their own 25-yard line. Right now, here's Hagins throwing up top.
Going for it.
Into the end zone. Touchdown. and it's caught for 6 by Giovanni Gibson. 33 yards.
Charlie, that is a great adjustment. Great pass by Mekhi Higgins. Giovanni Gibson actually was under good coverage. He was able to come back to the ball. Every great receiver does that for his quarterback. Watch the adjustment as he steps back, slips right in front of the defender, rings that one up. The red-shirted sophomore, Gibson, making it happen, and the Golden Lions on fire, roaring early.
On for the point after. That's Deshaun, and it's a 7-0 ball game of 7 plays, 75-yard drive, 2:23 off the clock, and the first touchdown of the game goes to Pine Bluff. We'll be back.
HBCU Go Sports, providing fans with unparalleled access to all the sounds, flavor, and pageantry of historically black colleges and universities, bringing you up close to the exciting action, athleticism, and passion on the field. HBCU Go football returns this Saturday on HBCU Go Sports. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats Saturday, September 21st, 3-2 Central on HBCUGO.tv.
HBCU Go is bringing you the best black college sports right to your home or mobile device. A celebration of black culture and excellence in HBCUs. We showcase compelling original programs that honor the rich legacy and tradition of HBCUs across the country. Download our apps on Apple, Roku, and Amazon Fire for the full HBCU Go experience. And join us as we amplify black excellence.
Questions, gentlemen. This is gonna hurt.
Hold them as long as you can.
You're a deer in the jungle here, my boy.
Join in on the action. Watch free on Local Now.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail of
personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Download now to start your free 7-day trial.
7-0 our score here in Memphis, Tennessee, 35th edition. And you look at the big man there leading his team down the field, number 1. And there's Coach Alonzo Hampton. You take it, he's a happy man right now?
Very happy, Charlie. He talked about controlling that front line, and it looks like his Golden Lions are picking up exactly where they left off last week. They rolled up 73 points, drive right down on that opening drive, but that's how you keep the momentum going. They're starting to find out. They took a pounding in week 1, but right now, week 2 looks like it's carrying over. Coaches love that.
Deshaun kicking off. Fielding it at the 15, fair catch called for by Daron Johnson. Let's look at our forward starting lineup for Tennessee State. The offensive line averages 297. Smith is a 5th-year senior. And, of course, you got the running back, Gant, on the Deacon Jones watch list for the Black College Football Hall of Fame Player of the Year. The wide receiver, Jalen Dean, 3 receptions last week for Tennessee Tech, for Tennessee Tech transfer. He transferred already. Quarterback, of course, is Draylen Ellis. He was the 2021 Ohio Valley Conference Rookie of the Year, but not at Tennessee State. He was playing at Austin Peay at the time.
A lot of player movement is what's happening, and they are happy to have him. Eddie George knows this young man knows how to do it in 2 games, connecting on about 65% of his passes.
They keep it on the ground this time, but not much running room for Jordan Gant, as Elijah Jenkins was there to make the stop, a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9.
Elijah Jenkins, 6'1", 248, looking good.
Let's look at the defense for Pine Bluff, presented by Ford. The defensive line, Elijah Jenkins is the veteran. He just made that last tackle. And a co-captain, Kyle Volk, is a true freshman. He's starting at the linebacker spot today, and there's a pass up top by Ellis, and it is caught inside the 25-yard line. And coming up with the big reception that time is Bryant Williams out of New Orleans, Louisiana.
Charlie, number 1, Traylon Ellis looking to go airborne, and he hits him in stride. Bryant Williams out there wide open to catch the somersault. Man, he was looking for 6, but he just had to make the catch first. They are pumped up, striking right back.
49 yards on that one. Namarin Mingo covering on the play, but a big first down, 49-yard strike off the hands of Traylon Ellis. I said it was going to be a barn burner.
You got it.
It's going to burn everybody's barn down today. Well, there's a possible stop in the backfield. Jordan Gant was able to escape a tackle and pick up a couple of hard-earned yards. Elijah Jenkins, one of the men there to make the stop defensively for Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Charlie, that's really going to work for this Tiger offense, having a balance. They just aired it out for a huge pickup, 40-plus. Jordan Gant running inside tough, a redshirted sophomore. He's 5'10", 205, compact. He's the guy you want to ram in the middle.
2nd and 7. We're in the first quarter. 7-0. Arkansas Pine Bluff taking the opening drive and kickoff and marching right down the field. This time they're going to Gant to the right side. Gant down inside the 20, down to about the 19-yard line. Sean Wilson defending to make the stop. Gain of 4. Make it 3rd down and 4, rather.
Head coach Eddie George says Jordan Grant is one of those young guys that, works hard, phenomenal work ethic, everything coming together for him. So look for him to get that rock often today.
They just want to give him the ball a little more. Thinks he needs to have more touches.
Yeah.
Here's Ellis, back to pass. Scrambling out to the right side, trying to get to the first down marker. He might have gotten it.
Tightrope.
He did tightrope down that right sideline. A gain of 7, and that moves the chains. 1st down and 10.
But Charlie, this is going to be a treat today. We have 2 quarterbacks that are agile, mobile, know how to use their legs and their arms. So far in these first 2 drives, both of them doing both.
And they're also hostile.
The hostile, agile, mobile. You got that right.
Here's Eddie George, Ohio State Heisman Trophy winner. Played his professional ball, started with the Houston Oilers.
That's a freebie offside.
Well, I don't know. He may have gotten back before the ball was snapped. He crossed the line, but they did put the flag down. Now, let's see. The defender did cross the line. Did he get back before the ball was snapped? Apparently not.
I don't think he did.
Offside defense, number 12. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Our referee is Wyan Myers and his crew, assigned by the Southwestern Athletic Conference for this one.
Take another look here. Got a little bit anxious.
Number
got
12
caught
there
in the cookie jar.
Yep. That was Trayvon Hardwick. Was the man had his hand in the cookie jar. It is 1st and 5. The ball resting right at about the 7-yard line. They can get a first down without scoring. Again, Gant wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And Anas Lukman was the man to make the stop. Young man that transferred out of Princeton University. 6'4", 245-pound redshirt sophomore. There you see him.
Yeah, he's a gamer, Charlie.
It is 2nd down and 5. At the 7. Ellis to Gant again. Gant stopped in the backfield, and again the same man, Lukman, comes up to make the stop defensively.
Yeah, so far, number 7, number 8, Elijah Jenkins and Anas Lukman, they are just putting the punish on. Everybody piling on that one. That was Khalil Arnold coming over the top. So they're trying to bow up right now, flex up, and stop the Tigers from getting into the end zone after a nice drive.
Lukman, the second-team All-SWAC selection a year ago for Arkansas Pine Bluff. In motion, Bryant Williams coming into the near side. Ellis going up top. Throws. Caught. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver. And that, again, was Bryant Williams the man who was in motion, Liam Lindo, was the defender on that play.
Charlie, this is a ball that you need to catch. He was able to fight off a good defense there by the defender on number 25, but I'll tell you, he had the ball in his hands. He will regret that he didn't squeeze that one. They'll take another shot.
So they're going to try a field goal. This will be a 25-yard attempt. This is James Lowry. He's 3 of 3 so far this year. Make it 4 of 4. He hit 3 against Mississippi Valley, a long one of 32 yards. And we'll be back. We're in Memphis. We're all 7-3.
Siri, what's the name of the guy I had a meeting with a couple of months ago at Cafe Grinnell?
You met Zach Wingate at Cafe Grinnell.
Hey!
Zach!
Wow, I didn't think you'd remember me.
Yeah, of course. As soon as I saw you, I'm like, it's Zach. Nobody looks like Zach.
I am genius.
What's up, y'all? I'm Terrence J, and we're back for another ride with the Discover the Unexpected Fellowship. And this year, the fellows are taking over. Chevrolet is taking 10 HBCU students on an epic journey to flex their journalistic skills in the Chevy tracks. So be sure to follow the journey, because we're about to discover the unexpected.
Citi's industry-leading global payment solutions help their clients move money around the world seamlessly in over 180 countries, and help a partner like the World Food Program as they provide more than food to people in need. Together, Citi and the World Food Program empower families across the globe.
The twins are home from college. Okay, I see you with the fresh line.
Appreciate you, twin. A Howard man got to stay sharp and smooth for the ladies.
Yeah, right. I think you missed the spot.
Premium head-to-toe grooming by Bevel. This is how we HBCU.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
All right, let's run that again.
Geico has fast, fair claims 24/7 right on the Geico app.
To file a claim, just tap.
Just tap right here to upload pictures, customer.
Try getting on a first-name basis.
Sure. Vicky.
To track your status, just click. Super easy.
They're connecting with the mannequins.
You're doing great, everyone.
Ooh, you're a pro.
Scroll, tap, scroll. Ouch! Oh, I'm cramping.
Yeah, we've all been there.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
I overdid it. Like a showboat, I just overdid it.
Back here in Memphis, Tennessee, along with Laurencia Moat and John Kelly, I'm Charlie Neal. 7-3 our ball game. And it's Arkansas Pine Bluff getting ready to get the ball for the second straight time. Let's look at all the HBCU national titles. Florida A&M 16, tied with Tennessee State for the Black National Championships. Grambling coming in at number 2 with 14. Eddie Robinson had 9 of those, all at Grambling. As far as Tennessee State is concerned, it was Big John Merritt. You know, he had 1 at Jackson State, and the other 8 that he had of the 9 of the 16 came here at Tennessee State. As you look at James Lowry, right to kick it off. B.J. Curry's a deep man, and he will field it. No, right at the goal line. He's going to bring it out. And he does not get to the 25, or does he?
Breaks free.
Yes, he does. He gets across the 25 to the 32, 33-yard line. A 33, 34-yard return.
Man, a nice return by B.J. Curry, saying, you can't handle this. Look, it looks like they shut him down, Charlie, but this is what you look for in any great runner. Keep those legs working, driving, pushing, grinding. Well done, B.J. Curry.
They marked the ball at the 34-yard line. Higgins on the first drive, every play was a pass play, John.
Yeah, they did not run. They didn't have to.
He completed 5 of the 7 passes. We take him all the way down the field and put him in the end zone. Going on the air once again, decides to come back to the near side and throws it away. Yes, nothing going on, and that is incomplete.
Smart smart play, Charlie. That's what Alonzo Hampton talked about last year. He wanted him to make good decisions, but also make quick decisions because he said he was such a perfectionist. Sometimes he would hang on to the ball too long. That's seasoning. You can tell in these first 2 drives, correct decisions and timing it. That time had nobody, put it out of bounds, live another day.
Last week, 350 yards passing, and this one is caught right across the 40 at about the 42-yard line, and a little short of the first down, but on the reception was Marnie Rowe, and with Fondren Ellis Hollis III making the stop defensively. You look at Alonzo Hampton, they're keeping the ball on the ground, and
little slip,
not much footage for the running back there trying to get, and that's Ashwan Ross. We talked about the two-headed monster at running back for this Arkansas Pine Bluff team with Ross and Jonas Davis. Davis really killed this Tennessee State team last year. They were worried about him. He had 167 yards against Tennessee State in this game a year ago.
Absolutely. And Ashwan Ross, he had a great game last week. 100 yards on just 5 carries, 20 yards a carry.
Yes.
Actually had 3 touchdowns, so he was lighting it up.
So it's a 4th down punting situation. And that's Jeremy Baker. He's an all-conference punter, and a timeout is called by Pine Bluff. We'll see what happens. 6:52, the time remaining here. This was a 4th and 2 situation. You think maybe Coach Hampton may be thinking about going for it?
You know what? Early in a game like this, especially in that field position, there's a lot on the downside that if you don't get it, you give him such good field position. But at the same time, maybe some kind of surprise. But, Coach Hampton's walking around. He's just letting his guys talk to his players on the field. So I have a feeling they're going to punt it away. But you know me, I'm a gambler. I'd love to see him go for it.
Jeremy Baker, co-captain of the team. Preseason second team all SWAC. Tennessee State, they're 3-3 on 4th down attempts so far this year, but I don't think they're going to go for it. I think they're going to punt it away and let that young man we just saw, Darren Johnson, the junior out of Springfield, Tennessee, give him an opportunity to bring it back. Johnson has returned 4 punts so far this year for his team, and he feels it. Fair catch, and that's a 41-yard punt by Mr. Baker. And we'll be back to Memphis in just a moment.
HBCU Go Sports, providing fans with unparalleled access to all the sounds, flavor, and pageantry of historically black colleges and universities, bringing you up close to the exciting action, athleticism, and passion on the field. HBCU Go football returns this Saturday on HBCU Go Sports. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats Saturday, September 21st, 3-2 Central on HBCUGO.tv. The truth is, HBCU Go football does it big.
Go! Zone touchdown!
Big time catches. Wow! Big hits.
That's how we do it, son! Go get some!
And big moments.
On his way! Touchdown, no flags!
This fall, go big or go home.
That's what I tell y'all.
Watch on HBCUGO.tv.
New on the Gria, masters of the game.
How did you move so fast in terms of learning what comedy is? Because it takes years and years for comics to get seasoned, and you move very rapidly.
I think all the years I wasn't doing it, I was subconsciously studying it.
Okay.
So I understood it as a mechanism and a device. I didn't necessarily understand how I fit into the mechanism of the device, but I got what it was. And then I was very sure of my voice.
Sit down one-on-one with black people who dominate the game.
Because I was older. And, a lot of times, those years that they tell you take to find your voice, we're talking about kids. People start at 19. It takes them 10 years to just figure themselves out. By that time, I had gone through the fire, and I'm pretty sure about myself, what I think, my POV, how I feel about things, and it's pretty unwavering at this point.
Right here on the Gria. Check your local listings.
our Coke Zero Sugar fan of the game. Now, Marion, what brings you to the 35th Southern Heritage Classic today?
Well, this is my first time coming to the Classic, and I've always wanted to come. I come from Los Angeles, California, to visit all of my friends, and we're sorority sisters, a Delta Sigma Theta sorority, and we're going to have a great, beautiful time.
Yes, you definitely are. And what do you think makes you the Coke Zero Sugar fan of the game?
Well, tell you the truth, I'm a diabetic, so that's why I drink Coke Zero.
Well, I got to get for you a Coke Zero Sugar right now. Fan work is definitely thirsty work.
I love her.
She's a guzzler, huh?
She's still pounding that thing.
Needs a little rum with that.
Hey, you know, it's hot outside. You know, you need a cold beverage. I love it. Energy. She had the nails painted. Delta.
From the 18-yard line. Second possession for Tennessee State, trailing by 4 points in the game. First down and 10. Ellis drops back, throws, and it's caught for a first down, a gain of 12 or 13 yards. And it's Bryant Williams with the reception for the Tennessee Tigers.
Traylon Ellis on the money today. And Bryant Williams, that's not an easy catch on that sideline.
No, it wasn't. It looked like it was deflected for a moment by the defender.
Tiptoeing, had the sticky flypaper hands, able to pull it in. So these guys coming right back at it.
At the 31-yard line. A little pass out in the flat again on the reception is Bryant Williams. And he has another first down. And he's continuing to turn the ball forward into Arkansas Pine Bluff territory.
Charlie, I believe that's Deshaun Davis out there taking this on the little swing pass. Got a couple of receivers out in front of him. A nice stiff arm. They set this up really nice. The quick pass, catching the defense a little bit on their heels. They were able to turn that into a sweet first down.
Yeah, inverted the number from 6 to 9.
Exactly.
But it was Sean Wilson.
Well, you're doing the game upside down, so maybe we can turn your chair over.
Sean Wilson there to make the stop defensively. You look at Traylon Ellis, captain, transfer out of Austin P. Out in the flat. This one incomplete. Again, this one intended for Karate Brinson.
I think that's Jalal Dean one more time. I mean, 8 and 9. The front of the jersey keeps sliding up.
Yeah, it looks like a 0 and it's an 8.
You got that sun in the eyes here.
So it is 2nd and 10 for the Tigers of Tennessee State.
Well, early on, both teams not afraid to go vertical, Charlie. They're kind of, it's a slugfest between the quarterbacks. You got one, I got one. You can do that, I can do one better.
Ball across midfield at the 48-yard line of Pine Bluff. Johnson in motion, comes to the near side into the slot. Ellis standing in there, has plenty of time, has it complete, and the reception, Jalal Dean, rather. 9 receptions against Mississippi Valley in the first game of the season. Jamarlin Green on the stop, but a gain of 12 and a first down for Tennessee State.
Really nice route by Dean there, coming back to the ball, making it easy for Ellis just to hook it up, fire that frozen rope, moving the ball down the field, first down.
This time they keep it on the ground, running it straight ahead. Put it on the running play. Lukeman there to make the stop on the running back, and that was C.J. Evans, another Austin P transfer. Luckman on the stop. Here we go, keeping it on the ground again, and again the hand off goes into the gut of Evans.
And Charlie, you know, if you're a running back in the Tigers backfield with a head coach by the name of Eddie George, the 1995 Heisman Trophy winner, rushed for nearly 2,000 yards, also Rookie of the Year, you better be bringing it, because he's going to be a very, very critical coach. Supports you, but he expects a lot because he was a baller.
Yes, indeed. Went to the College Football Hall of Fame in 2011. Here's a first down, a reception. Bryant Williams this time, I believe, on the reception. And he's brought down immediately, but not before he got the first down. And Quentin Sterling was the man who made the stop on Evans.
Yeah, that's a big hit. Quentin Sterling right there, right on time. Rung his bell, but hung on to the ball. Another first down.
Low snap, picked up. Here's a throw.
Got him off.
Way too big. The man was open, but Ellis was too big. Bryant Williams was the intended receiver.
That's really one of the first balls that just was completely off the mark. He's been close or nailing his receivers all day, but he was on the move there. Tough one to thread in that corner. They'll be coming back to that, but they're doing a nice job of spreading out the defense, keeping those DBs working hard for their money.
Eddie George, in his 4th year as the head man in Nashville, Tennessee. You know, when we looked at it geographically, Arkansas Pine Bluff is actually closer to Memphis than Tennessee State in Nashville, coming from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Here's a little swing pass over the top, trying to get it to Jared Bullock, but it goes incomplete.
Just a little too much mustard on that one. You know, hung him up there, did not make that connect. So now they're looking at 3rd down and long.
Here's Travis Partridge, Tennessee State's offensive coordinator, calls the plays, got the job a week before spring ball started, but has made the adjustment. And this one goes incomplete on the near side, and is Jalal Dean, the intended receiver. Here's Coach Partridge. Let's see what they do on 4th down here.
Yeah, Charlie, on a 3rd down and long, had the receiver wide open. All they had to do was step into it and connect with him. They get that 1st down, but he was a little bit off, maybe rushed it. But at the same time now, instead of getting a touchdown on their first drive, they settled for a field goal. Once again, going to take home 3 at best.
Lowry hit one earlier from 25. This will be a 38-yard field goal attempt. And this one is up and no good. Missed this one. So it remains a 7-3 ball game. Eddie George trying to fire up his team. We'll be back.
Do you think we should head back? Dong. Sippy, 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 dong.
Take the next exit on the right.
Teca, 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 doom.
When we're in college, we're still going to talk every day, right?
We're twins, of course.
You know I love you, but you know you're flaky.
Good thing I use this then, huh? Seriously, Jazz. Every day, I promise.
Head and Shoulders Bare. This is how we HBCU.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. And get access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
With Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk, you'll want to savor every moment. With 50% more protein, 50% less sugar, and of course, it's delicious. Fairlife.
HBCU Go Sports, providing fans with unparalleled access to all the sounds, flavor, and pageantry of historically black colleges and universities, bringing you up close to the exciting action, athleticism, and passion on the field. HBCU Go football returns this Saturday on HBCU Go Sports. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats Saturday, September 21st, 3-2 Central on HBCUGO.tv.
HBCU Go is bringing you the best black college sports right to your home or mobile device. A celebration of black culture and excellence from HBCUs. We showcase compelling original programs that honor the rich legacy and tradition of HBCUs across the country. Download our apps on Apple, Roku, and Amazon Fire for the full HBCU Go experience. And join us as we amplify black excellence.
7-3 our score here. I mentioned earlier Eddie George in his 4th year. He's been very meticulous in the assistants that he's brought on board. Let's go down to Laurencio with more on that coaching tree.
Yeah, you guys know, let's take a second to dive into the fascinating web of connections within this Tennessee State Tigers coaching staff, and it's pretty unique. For example, Coach Eddie George was actually mentored by defensive coordinator Brandon Fisher's father, alongside defensive line coach Clyde Simmons, and it doesn't stop there. Linebackers coach Joe Bowden and Eddie George played together in the NFL, and coaches Bowden, Fisher, and Simmons were all a part of the LA Rams coaching staff at one time. So this interconnectedness is huge, and as Coach Fisher says, they all speak the same language, you guys.
That's important.
That is
but you know something else is interesting. Eddie Robinson, the coach at Alabama State, and Chris Dishman, the coach at Texas Southern, they played with Eddie George at one point in time with the Houston team.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, that NFL talent bringing it to these HBCUs, it's a lot of good DNA.
Jonas Davis on the carry that time, a gain of 7. So far, every first down gained in this game so far, John, has been by way of the air. Let's see if we get one on the ground. We might, because very close that time, wasn't it?
Just micromillimeters. But yet neither team establishing a run game yet. That will help set up the passing. So at some point, you want to get a little bit of balance there. It helps offensive coordinators do their job.
So it'll be 3rd down and 1. The ball at the 30-yard line. They have to get to the 31. Again, Jonas Davis, or the quarterback keeps it. This is Makai Higgins, and that's the first down in the game today. But a flag is on the play that would be gained by way of the run, as Boogie Trotter was there to run him out of bounds.
Yeah, Makai Higgins, one of those guys that can hurt you both through the air and on the ground.
Offense. Number 87, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, 3rd down.
I think he had his microphone turned up to 11.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what number he was saying. He said 80 somebody.
The bottom line, the Golden Lions don't like it. That's heading the wrong direction after getting that nice carry by Higgins.
Maybe 87?
Yeah, you can see him up front right there grabbing a little bit.
There he is. 87 was Donovan Giles, so that negates that first down run by the quarterback, Makai Higgins. And that's the thing you'd be concerned about in terms of penalties. They were the 3rd least penalized team in the conference a year ago, that is Arkansas Pine Bluff. So that's not something you want to creep up on you right now. It's 3rd down and 8 now for Arkansas Pine Bluff. That was Dawkins in motion to the near side. Higgins with time, in trouble, sacked. He is going to be brought down for a loss on that particular play.
Chris Walker
was there to make the stop.
A lot of pressure. Higgins is an agile guy, but I'll tell you what, Chris Walker in there like a man on fire. Shook the block, said not this time. They shoved it down. So instead of that first down, the penalty brings them back. They take them back even further. That's what Tigers coach Eddie George says. That's what I'm talking about.
They lost 9 on that particular play. Ball spotted back inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. That's where they're going to punt it from. B.J. Curry, or was that...
Catching it on the run.
Tennessee State on the run. Darren Johnson out of bounds.
Wow.
And finally, great field position for Tennessee State.
Charlie.
Good return.
Yeah, Darren Johnson. He starts this one on the run, just reaches out, takes it to the... right to the sideline. This was a great run because he had to use that on the fly, and he was able just to elude a couple of defenders and pick up a big chunk, giving them great field position.
At the 18 of Arkansas Pine Bluff, it was a 32-yard return for Mr. Darren Johnson. His longest this season was 10 yards.
He lit it up.
He had a 65-yarder a year ago. One of the second team preseason on the punt returner, preseason second team all conference.
And Charlie, what a reversal for the Golden Lions. They had that first down, but the penalty brought them back. The huge sack and the great punt return. The Tigers set up Tennessee State in great position.
Tennessee State.
So Tennessee State decides to call a timeout. Their first. So 30-second timeout. Don't forget to join us next week. Bethune-Cookman hosts Clark Atlanta right here on HBCU Go at 3 p.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for the game next week. Clark Atlanta lead the SIAC in total passing and scoring offense right now. Bethune-Cookman will be watching their quarterback, Cam Ransom, and their kick returner, Darnell Dean. We'll be in Daytona Beach. We'll get a chance to run around the racetrack a little bit, huh, John?
Yeah, it's always good to get out and stretch the hamstrings like that. Make sure you still know how to
run.
move.
I don't mean that kind of running.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm bringing my track shoes.
Yeah, but if I'm going to go,
you're going to drive.
I'm driving around the track.
You are the pace car.
As you look at what the two quarterbacks have done so far today, Hagan started out on fire, was 5 of 7 on that first drive in the passing department. Right now, with great field position, here's Ellis going back to pass, and that's incomplete. Good defense that time.
Marquise Allen Packman right there. They smelled 37. This one. Yeah, they smelled this one. He was able to go ahead and break that up, but I'm going to anticipate these guys will continue going for the end zone. Don't be surprised if they toss this one up and try to beat them deep.
Packman out of San Diego, California, transferred in here from Nevada to Arkansas Pine Bluff. This is Brinson in motion to the far side. And the pass is caught.
Nice move.
First down, first and goal. Inside the 5 to the 3-yard line goes Karate Brinson. Brought down finally by Marquise Allen Packman. 15 yards and a first down to moving the chains to a first and goal for the Tennessee State Tigers.
Charlie, outstanding catch, outstanding move, and I got to give it to him and his parents. Outstanding first name. I love it. Karate Benson making it happen, putting them in sniffing distance of the goal line.
Transfer out of Ball State on this Tennessee State team. First and goal. Keeping it on the ground, and into the end zone goes Jalen Rouse. Jalen Rouse takes it straight in for 6. A run of 3 yards.
After being at the doorstep twice and settling for field goals, Tennessee State finally takes advantage of that big turnaround after the big penalty. Takes it right in the end zone. I'll tell you, Eddie George would be proud of Jalen Rouse pumping those legs, pushing it to the end zone and getting the 6 points.
18-yard drive. Remember, a great return of the punt by Deron Johnson set that up. And now for the point after, Lowry, he missed a field goal earlier from 38 yards, but he atones for that mistake and splits the uprights to make it a 10-7 ball game. And we're in the second quarter here with 52 seconds to go. I should say first quarter, rather. 52 seconds to go and a 10-7 ball game. 3 plays, 18 yards. They use 47 seconds off the clock.
Nice power at the line. Nice surge. And as you mentioned, big punt return, setting it all up. 3 plays, 18 yards, under 60 seconds to score. Eddie George feeling good about that. Again, trailing, only coming away with 1 field goal and 3 great attempts. Got the touchdown.
Last year, when you look back, as you look at that scoring drive at Tennessee State, they were 6th in scoring offense, 7th in total offense, and 3 in run offense, 9th in passing offense. What a difference a year makes, right?
Exactly.
When you talk about all the transfers they were able to bring in, and you wonder when the transfer portal became prevalent, how it would affect the HBCUs.
Well, and you know what? There's been a lot of trickle down. A lot of guys go to the big schools and they don't really get some of the playing time. So that's been one of the benefits for these HBCU coaches is they stay in touch with these recruits and sometimes get them.
Here's a return. Not much running room that time on the return for B.J. Curry. Let's go down to Laurencio with this Southern Heritage Classic Week.
Yeah, you guys, this week has been jam-packed with events leading up to the 35th Southern Heritage Classic. And the celebration of culture and history has been nothing short of spectacular. On Thursday night, you guys see it. Legendary Patti LaBelle brought the house down with a sold-out concert, of course. And last night, the annual fashion show took place, and it doesn't stop there. There's been the Penny Hardaway Golf Tournament, plus a lively parade through the streets of Memphis, adding to the excitement. And every year, the Southern Heritage Classic delivers an unforgettable experience, and I'm super excited to be here, and I know you guys are too.
Higgins rolling left, in trouble, steps out of bounds, a gain of a couple, maybe 4 yards on that run for Mekhi Higgins, the co-captain, the young man who comes out of St. Louis, Missouri. Went to Cisco Junior College in Texas. Again, we said we had a high passing yards last week against Arkansas Baptist. Puts it up and incomplete. In and out of the hands, right in and out. Giovanni Gibson had it, couldn't hold on, and Malik Ganaway was there defending. 3rd down and 5 now.
Yeah, cooled off a little after that red-hot start, Charlie. They need to start connecting and getting that rhythm back. That opening drive was setting the table, but so far, a couple of mistakes, giving up a big punt return. They're trailing this ball game by 3. This is crucial. Of course, a lot of game ahead, but you want to get that momentum back to keep the confidence rolling.
Higgins rolling right. Stops, has time. He's going to be in trouble. Throws it away, out of bounds. There's a flag. There may be a flag on there. There may be a flag on there. Let's see if the official was saying, was there a receiver in the area? Did it make the run pass on the line of scrimmage? Let me see what they're going to do. Did they call a penalty?
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass, 4th down.
Okay. I know they were looking at it.
Yeah, I can tell you, Alonzo Hampton happy that's how they stalled it instead of, tacking on there. So they need to regroup, and I can tell you the coach right now wondering what he can do to jumpstart his offense. They know they found some soft spots, but the Tiger defense has stepped up and really made it tough going on these last couple of drives.
So for the 3rd straight time, after opening the game with a long drive, 75 yards, and scoring a touchdown, 3 straight possessions have resulted in punts for Arkansas Pine Bluff. And so we're going to step aside here. The end of 1 quarter. That was a 42-yard punt. And we'll be back. We have a 10-7 ball game. Tennessee State on top right now.
You feel it from the moment you enter our campus. It's a legacy of greatness. We are the Golden Lion family, committed to innovation and truth. We all come from different places, but now call the Pride Lands home. Whether it's the sciences, arts, or business, we're shaping the minds that one day will reshape the world. The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Become a part of the Pride.
The truth is, HBCU Go football does it big.
Go! Zone touchdown!
Big time catches. Wow! Big hits.
That's how we do it, son! Go get some!
And big moments.
On his way! Touchdown, no flags!
This fall,
over here, baby.
Go big or go home.
That's what I tell y'all.
Watch on HBCUGO.tv. HBCU Go Sports, providing fans with unparalleled access to all the sounds, flavor, and pageantry of historically black colleges and universities, bringing you up close to the exciting action, athleticism, and passion on the field. HBCU Go football returns this Saturday on HBCU Go Sports. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, Saturday, September 21st, 3-2 Central on HBCUGO.tv.
It's unbelievable! Hundreds of millions of lives impacted.
This is a dangerous hurricane.
Tens of thousands of live reports where the weather is happening.
Yeah, this is extreme.
Thousands of storms forecasted. 40 years of storytelling. 22 specialized and advanced field degrees. 7 innovative weather presentation patents. And a former National Hurricane Center director. One trusted best-in-class expert team. America's most trusted news network. The Weather Channel.
Howdy, welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta. What's up, Philly?
Hi there, Phoenix.
Here's a look at our 5-day forecast, and it doesn't look too bad.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
NBC News exclusive you will see here first.
Here high above Hollywood.
Local Now, free TV that starts in your city.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to
spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent. That's the problem.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Powerful.
I don't know where you've been, but you're going to respect this courtroom. I'm going to throw you out real quick.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
Back here in Memphis with head coach Alonzo Hampton. Coach, the momentum swung in the Tigers' favor a little bit. How do you get it back in your favor going forward?
Just got to make a stop on defense, and then on offense, we got to be able to sustain drive. We got too many mental mistakes, and we'll get that cleaned up. And then on special teams, we're not helping ourselves. We're kicking the ball in the wrong place. And you do that against a good football team, they'll expose you. So we got to clean that up the second quarter and get the momentum back on our side.
Awesome. Thank you so much for talking to me, Coach.
All right, Coach Alonzo Hampton has to be concerned. Of course, when you look at the way this game started, John, first drive, they went down the field 75 yards, all on passes. And since that time, they've only completed 8 yards worth of passing.
That's right.
Here's Ellis up top, and that's an interference.
They'll be flagged.
No flag? Did the flag come out?
Yeah, it's out.
Okay.
A couple of them. They're having a flag party right now.
It had to come out that time.
Yeah, he got mugged.
Marquise Allen Patman was all over the intended receiver.
Yeah, he was a little bit beat, and then when he slowed up for the ball, he jumped on him and then just flipped him and grabbed him. So it was momentum.
Number 37, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Drive start.
Yeah, Marquise Allen Patman, he was in the right place trying to get to him because he was beat a little bit. And he tried to pick up his speed, tried to get to the receiver, but that caused him to run into him, and then he actually kind of just drug him down. But again, better than giving up the reception. I'll take that all day than giving up a huge pass play.
Ain't no question. I mean, that's a given, right? At their 40-yard line. It is first down and 10. Out of the backfield goes McGill. McGill on the little swing pass. Picks up about 5-6 yards on that one. Jaden McGill from Chicago, Illinois, a junior. Transferred from DePage Junior College in Illinois. We have a player shaking up. It looks like Jalal Dean is the man who's down right now. They're walking up off of his own power.
Always happy to see that, but yeah, you can tell that ankle or something's bothering him there, a little bit hobbled.
Dean out of Williamston, South Carolina, came over to Tennessee State from Tennessee Tech. And it'll be second down and 5. So we're in the second quarter. 14:35 is the time remaining. And we have a 3-point ball game. Tennessee State trails 7-0. Then they kicked the field goal, made it 7-3, and the last time down the field, they put 7 more on the board, and they take the 3-point advantage. In the backfield behind the quarterback, Draylen Ellis, is Jaden McGill. McGill with the ball in his hands, and McGill with the first down, and then cross the territory into Arkansas Pine Bluff territory. And you talk about McGill. He had a heel injury during the camp and missed 3 weeks coming into the season. And now he's looking like he's in rare form right now.
Looks like that rust is shaking right off.
Right. Gain of 9 on that play. This one is a pass out in the flat, goes to Brian Williams. Jaden Kelly defending. Yeah, you see Brian Williams. Second down and 7. Again, the quarterback keeping Draylen Ellis. Gives him a little hip. He
trying a little fancy footwork out there.
Acting like he wanted to go down. No, I really don't. But I don't want you to hit me either.
Oh, hey, you know what? He got positive yardage, but yeah, towards the end, looks like a little double clutch here. He wanted to make a move, make the fake, and then foot slipped a little bit. Ended up sticking his chest right in his face mask.
He probably look at that and say, what the heck was I doing?
Trying to stay alive out there.
At the 30-yard line. Ellis, a little swing out of the backfield, goes to McGill. And McGill down close to the first down marker once again. Maybe 9 yards on that drive or that play. They'll give him 8.
Well, Charlie, Laurencia there, she was on point talking about that momentum swing, on point just like her nice nails. But she's right. You can tell the Tigers have this back, and they're really taking advantage right now, doing what they want to do on offense.
2nd and 1. Going up top.
Threaded the needle.
And what a reception and pass. Karate Brinson with the reception. And it was the pass from Draylen Ellis. Good for 22 yards.
The frozen rope and the karate chop. This is how you do it. This is what they love about their quarterback with the Tigers. Draylen Ellis, look at him thread this needle. 3 receivers up in his grill. That is concentration. Brinson feeling the magic, doing the thing, and that was nice. I'll tell you, Charlie, that kind of concentration, that speed, that kind of traffic in front of your face, that is excellent.
Point after, Lowry. And he is true. A 75-yard drive culminated with a touchdown pass. 22 yards in the air. And it comes off the hands of the quarterback, Draylen Ellis, into the hands of Karate Brinson. And we'll be back to Memphis.
My baby is home from college.
I can't wait for this to smell fresh again.
Perfect timing. Thanks, Mom. Stay right there. Welcome home. All grown up and responsible.
Gang, this is how we HBCU.
Hi, you might know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. Love it. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. Sweet, right? And when we travel, we get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. I could get used to this. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
S.C. Johnson.
Question. If you can't see what's behind all this, how do you already know? It's Jeep. Probably the same way you know if a T-Rex is chasing a Jeep Wrangler.
It's getting away.
Yep. Or if it takes you places that make you say, whoa, and their hair looks like this, or someone says, the doors come off. Then you just know what it was, what it is, and what it always will be. Because when you're an original, there's only one.
HBCU Go Sports, providing fans with unparalleled access to all the sounds, flavor, and pageantry of historically black colleges and universities, bringing you up close to the exciting action, athleticism, and passion on the field. HBCU Go football returns this Saturday on HBCU Go Sports. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats Saturday, September 21st, 3-2 Central on HBCUGO.tv.
HBCU Go Sports Football is brought to you by Ford, built Ford proud. And by T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network.
That's magic right there. You got all kinds of fans out here enjoying the magic. 7 plays, 75 yards. Charlie, this one worth taking another look at. Keep an eye on number 0 coming up here. We've got to replay for you following this kickoff.
Yeah, that was a T-Mobile scoring drive. You saw that 7 plays, 75 yards. And you see Mr. Lowry about to kick it off. B.J. Curry, the sophomore out of Magnolia, Arkansas, the deep man, and he'll let it go, and it'll be brought out to the 25-yard line. Look at that last play. Boy, you're talking about threading the needle, John.
Yeah, that's money in the bank. Take a look out here. Watch the receivers. Freeze it here. We'll take that off the screen. Freeze it. And you see those three guys surrounding him like they're hungry to have lunch. And he just said, nah, he eats that one up. Great pass by Draylon Ellis. Great concentration by Karate Brinson.
In the meantime, 17 unanswered points for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Remember, they led this game 7-0, taking the opening kickoff, driving right down the field 75 yards, and putting it in the end zone. And again, at their own 25-yard line, they go to work. Jonas Davis is in the backfield. A pass out in the flat, incomplete, intended for Damon Dawkins.
They just have not been in rhythm since that opening drive, Charlie. Mekhi Hagans, that one was low and away, no shot to catch that one. So I'm not sure if it's rushing the ball. The defense putting some pressure on, but he just hasn't hit that rhythm that he had during the first drive that lighted up the end zone for a touchdown.
Remember, he threw for 350 yards last week against Arkansas Baptist. They outscored by 70-0 in their season opener against Arkansas. And then they put up 73 points last week. And there's a reception and some running room down the field for Giovanni Gibson. And that's something that they need as Bookie Trotter finally came up to make the stop.
Yeah, shot him alive here. A nice pattern here. Gibson just a little stop, catch, and run. So he did a great job of shaking the defender because it was good defense until he just overstepped it. Give that credit to Gibson on the catch and yards after the catch.
The man he was able to get around was Fondra Hollis. And that accounted for 33 yards. There's another one. If he didn't have to fall down to catch it, he might have been in the end zone. Giovanni Gibson on the reception, good for 22 yards.
Well, Charlie, as quickly as we say they didn't look like they were in sync, they come right back. Yeah, he had his man. He had end zone in his eyes, but had to go down for that one. Excellent pattern 2 times going to that man.
Fondren Salas III was the man he beat on the slant play over the middle, and that's a 5-yard gain, keeping it on the ground this time. Being a little honest, and is Jonas Davis on the carry. Tyler Moore there defending the freshman out of Locust Grove, Georgia.
Yeah, Mekhi Hagans last week when they had that blowout, he was very efficient, no interceptions. He was dangerous all over the field. 15 of 22 last week. I believe hit 9 different receivers.
He did. He spread the ball around. And you always want to have that wealth, right?
That's it, man. Deep well.
There's the quarterback keeping. And he throws. Incomplete. Had the right idea. Damon Dawkins was the man he was trying to hit. But there's a penalty marker on the play. Yeah, let's see what this is all about.
Mekhi Hagans, nice little shake and bake here. Little jump pass. Just a bit outside.
Offense. Number 77. 5-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
Courtney Van Buren, the second, was the man downfield. The penalty against the sophomore, redshirt sophomore out of Stafford, Virginia, up in Northern Virginia. And it'll be second down and 10 now for Arkansas Pine Bluff. (17-7) is our score here. Arkansas Pine Bluff led the game 7-0, taking the opening drive 75 yards. But it's been 17 unanswered points since that time. Hagans looking up top for his tight end who was in motion. That was Kevin English, and that's going to be incomplete.
Very, very nice coverage that time by the Tiger defense.
Deion Villers. Third down and 10. Third down today. What did they do? Pine Bluff. One of 4 on third downs today for Arkansas Pine Bluff. So let's see what they do right now. Hagan's going to take off and run.
They called that. Another flag.
And he has the first down, but the flag is out, unfortunately. And that doesn't look, normally they come out like that.
Offense, number 77, 10-yard penalty, replay, Third down.
So he's picked up 2 penalties on this drive. One was an eligible man downfield. Now we get the holding penalty against the same young man out of Stafford, Virginia.
You know, Lonzo Hampton not real thrilled. You can see him right there, left side of your screen, just kind of grabbed that jersey. That was a called play to run there by Mekhi Hagans. But again, his lineman trying to corral the defense, got a little aggressive on the jersey. A lot of times in the trenches, Charlie, you can get away with that. But that time, Van Buren got caught.
3rd down and 20 now. Remember, they're 1 of 4 in 3rd downs today.
They're going to have to go deep.
Well, I don't think we're going to get a quarterback draw. Let's see if he can swing out there and make something happen. Lets it go.
Has him.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Arkansas Pine Bluff. 30 yards.
That's how you do it. Damon Dawkins on the receiving end. Mekhi Hagans on the rollout, rolling to his left, wound up and put an excellent pass there. So he's feeling the magic. You see him on the run, throwing against and across his body. The excellent fingertip catch.
Damon Dawkins, what a
double D. That's a nice hookup. That's what they needed too. They've been struggling a little bit of stumbling on their offense. Strike back. Now we got that ball game rolling again.
30-yard touchdown pass, and it comes at a 3rd and long. It was 3rd and 20, wasn't it?
Big time. They went for it, but again.
I knew he wasn't going to be a draw play, but he rolled out to the left side, and Mr. Dawkins made it happen.
Yeah, and
got Glipfin for the point after.
Great catch by Dawkins and a nice throw by Hagans. Again, when you're rolling fast to your left, throwing with your right, it's a tough one to twist your body like that, but he fired a laser.
And this kick is up and good. So after punting the ball 3 straight times, finally breaking out of the doldrums goes Arkansas Pine Bluff with that big pass. 30 yards, a touchdown. And it's Hagans to Mr. Dawkins.
Your excellence starts here. The moment you become a TSU Tiger. From student to history maker, trailblazer, and beyond.
You're looking at a very proud graduate of the only state-funded historically black university in Tennessee.
Excellence is our habit at Tennessee State University.
Judge Millian doesn't mince words.
Why aren't you stopping the behavior if it's happening right in front of you?
She cuts to the chase.
I think you're misreading the law a little bit.
Really? Compassionate.
You should be mad at one person, and that's him. When did something happen that made you feel uncomfortable?
She never accepts disrespect.
Stop your nonsense, or we will be escorting you out.
Watch Justice for the People with Judge Millian. Check your local listings for times and channel.
HBCU Go is bringing you the best black college sports right to your home or mobile device. A celebration of black culture and excellence from HBCUs. We showcase compelling original programs that honor the rich legacy and tradition of HBCUs across the country. Download our apps on Apple, Roku, and Amazon Fire for the full HBCU Go experience. And join us as we amplify black excellence.
Climate science, sustainable solutions, Earth champions. Come check us out on Pattern, misspelled on purpose. If you don't know, now you know.
The best free streaming service is here. From local news,
here's a look at our 5-day forecast,
national news, TV, and more.
This is, as they say, a game changer.
Local Now is packed with endless entertainment. So what are you waiting for? Local Now has everything you need with the channels you love.
We're back!
Local Now, free TV that starts in your city.
3-point ball game here in Memphis, Tennessee. 17-14. Charlie Neal, John Kelly. John, boy, you're talking about Arkansas Pine Bluff. Looked like they were buried there for a while. They had 2 long penalties. They were facing a 3rd and 30, and they come up with a big play.
Yeah, it looked like they kind of lost their mojo, but that's what it takes. One injection like that. And I'll tell you what, Mekhi Hagins, after a couple balls that looked like he couldn't find the mark, puts it right on the money for Damon Dawkins. That was a great NFL catch. Fingertips, both feet in, well played. Now we got a ball game, 17-14. The Tigers and the Golden Lions.
Here's Deshaun getting ready to kick it off for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Darren Johnson, who had a big return to set up the last touchdown for Tennessee State, is back to receive this kickoff. At the 7-yard line goes Johnson. Johnson has some room. Up the field he goes. He's still on his feet and still running. Working. And finally brought down right at the 35th anniversary.
Dayron Johnson.
49 yards on that return for Mr. Dayron Johnson.
Charlie Neal, this is how you suck the momentum right back from a team that just had a nice touchdown pass. Look at him finding holes, stiff-arming people, breaking tackles, turning on the Jets, and he was disappointed because he thought after he bounced off that one, he might get himself a touchdown, but outstanding return. That is a shot of injection that would really help this offense now take advantage and get a quick score.
49-yard return for Mr. Johnson to give them great field position. That is right across midfield. They're going to start in Arkansas Pine Bluff territory right at the 45-yard line.
30 seconds. Timeout.
Now Tennessee State calls a timeout. Let's look back at that last scoring drive brought to you by T-Mobile. 7 plays, 75 yards.
Very well executed. Big double D, Dayron Johnson able to haul that in. I should say Damon Dawkins actually made that catch. So that was them setting it up. But look at the Tennessee State Tigers fighting right back. An excellent return, outstanding field position in Golden Lion territory.
So now 1st down and 10 at the 45-yard line of Pine Bluff. In motion goes Bryant Williams. Here's Ellis looking up top, going to the end zone. And it's caught, but it's out of bounds. Even if he's caught it, he dropped it. But Dean was the intended receiver, but it was out of bounds. So it would have been incomplete. It's interesting. You watch his passes. You see how much air he puts on him, John?
Yeah, he's got a nice arm there. Great trajectory, firing it up. Again, a little too wide, a little too out of bounds. But I'll tell you, both these quarterbacks have dual threat attacks, and they both look good. And at times today, really, really efficient.
2nd down and 10 for Draylon Ellis and the Tennessee State Tigers. This time he keeps it on the ground and has Gant on the carry. Gain of about 3 down to the 42-yard line. Elijah Jenkins, one of the co-captains for Arkansas Pine Bluff, there to make the stop defensively. Young man out of Jeanerette, Louisiana. It is 3rd down and 7.
Charlie, we talk about both quarterbacks being dual threats, but completely different builds. Draylon Ellis, 6'1", 175. Mekhi Hagins, 6'3", 210.
2 of 4 and 3rd downs for Tennessee State today. Let's see if Ellis can convert here. And he does. Out of the backfield goes Gant. And Gant gets the 1st down, and he's hog-tied down inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line.
Charlie, this is exactly what you want to do as an offensive coordinator. Let's find ways to move the ball down the field and move those sticks so the short pass turns into solid yardage, 1st down and driving.
At the 32-yard line of Pine Bluff scored the last possession. Big 30-yard pass play from Mekhi Hagins to Dawkins. And right now, a little draw play. Here's Gant, straight up the gut. First down.
Biting off big chunks here. You do a little dump pass. Why not hand it to him right up the middle and give the big boys up front credit on this one. Running backs feel good and love when their big dogs up front make their job easy. Big holes, big yards.
At the 22-yard line is first down and 10. Tennessee State moving the ball. And there we go, up top. That's hand fighting. It shouldn't be a flag on anybody.
There was a little contact. They were kind of slapping at each other there. Right. Good no call. Karate doing some karate out there against
and Zach Williams was covering a freshman. He's working against a little freshman out of Memphis, Tennessee, and that's Zach Williams.
Puts up a nice ball, but again, as you called, Charlie, both players doing the same thing. Great no call, but they do have a flag.
There's no foul on the play for pass interference. Incomplete pass, second down.
That's the right call.
Yeah, because, I mean, you saw Brinson. He's pushing off on Williams, and Williams pushing off on Brinson. A little hand fighting.
Yep.
And the ball goes incomplete. Good job by the officiating crew. Pick that up and say there is no penalty on the play. So to bring up a second down and 10. Ball resting at the 22-yard line. Let's see what Mr. Ellis has up his sleeve this time. Off the right side goes Gant, and Gant can't get any way. He can't get any steam going as Khalil Arnold was there to make the stop defensively. A junior, redshirt junior out of Lovejoy High School in Georgia.
The Golden Lions really bowing up in front on that, shutting down the run. So again, forcing a 3rd and 10, and they'll want to be just as tight on this. If they go for there, they're going to bring some people here to put some pressure on Ellis to force him to not just sit back there and pick them apart.
3 of 5 on third down conversions for Tennessee State today. Let's see if they can convert this one. Ellis down the middle, caught right at the first down marker.
Let's see what kind of spot they give him.
I thought it was good, and it was swung around by the defender. Brian Williams was on the reception. Liam Lindo was there to stop him defensively. There you see Lindo swinging him around, number 25.
Sticks move. First down. Bryant Williams having a nice day today, running great patterns, nice and crisp, being a great target for Draylon Ellis all day long, and they're moving that ball because of their great attack.
A little red zone action right now at the 12-yard line. First down and 10. In motion goes Brinson. He already has a touchdown reception today. And here goes Ellis. Back to pass under pressure.
Wide open.
And it's going to be 6 points for 12 yards.
Jordan Gant.
And there you go again. Coming out of the backfield goes the running back out of Lakeland, Florida, Jordan Gant.
Yeah, Charlie, they just sneak him out of the backfield into a blown defense. No one covering the back. That was easy money. Almost put it off to the side and out of reach, but Gant did a nice job spinning, hauling it in. 6 points, money in the bank.
Ellis' second touchdown pass of the day. That drive started at the Arkansas Pine Bluff 45, and they put 7 more on the board, and the lead is 10 once again, 24-17. We're in the second quarter with 6:41 remaining.
AT&T is committed to supporting HBCUs and connecting the next generation of leaders to greater possibility. When I think of dreaming in Black, I think of dreaming as if I'm dreaming for all the generations that came before me.
AT&T Rising Future Makers gave me the opportunity to connect with people who have the same goals and ambition that I do. We are the AT&T Rising Future Makers. Connecting changes everything.
Okay, trainees, let's work on our fast and friendly claim service.
Eyes on the phone now.
Look alive, Drew.
Your repairs have been scheduled.
Nice.
Yes, you'll get a rental car on site.
Heads up. Oh, I'm going to turn this down to an 8. My bad.
We can do this all day. Geico claim service is 24/7. Nice catch.
Your claim has been approved.
Your claim has been approved.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Put Fructy Slick and Shine to the test with Argan Oil and Cara System. Miami humidity on.
Getting so hot. That's real high humidity.
Up to 72 hours frizz control.
Where's the frizz?
Fructy Slick and Shine by Garnier Naturally.
Daddy, I've got some good news.
No more stinky roommate?
No more stinky roommate.
Smells like home now.
Smells like Febreze.
Febreze. This is how we HBCU.
HBCU Go Sports, providing fans with unparalleled access to all the sounds, flavor, and pageantry of historically black colleges and universities, bringing you up close to the exciting action, athleticism, and passion on the field. HBCU Go football returns this Saturday on HBCU Go Sports. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, Saturday, September 21st, 3-2 Central on HBCUGO.tv.
Let's look at our T-Mobile scoring drive. The last one, 8 plays, 55 yards. They used 3:19 off the clock. We're here in the second quarter, and it was Gant with that 12-yard reception from his quarterback, Draylen Ellis. And it's starting to rain a little bit here. I thought Francine was gone.
She made a return appearance for us. Little misty.
So Mr. Lowry back to kick it off. There you see the lights here. Nothing hard. It looks like more showers than anything else. De'Aaron Johnson. On the return. Not much running room that time. Did they turn the ball over? They're looking maybe a
fumble.
It may be a fumble. And it may be a turnover that goes over to Tennessee State. Let's see what the officials say. Coming up with the ball that time.
There was a fumble on the field, a fumble recovered by TSU.
Lacey Bradshaw with the return.
It's a fumble recovered by the kicking team. The previous play is on the further review.
I don't know. His knee looked like it might be down, Charlie, so we'll have to take a look at this.
And that was
B.J. Curry.
Yeah, it was Curry on the return. And again, they're going to take a look. Of course, our replay official, so Hubert Owens, and the communicator is Bob Carlson. Upstairs, our referee is Y.N. Myers looking at it. And we'll see, was the knee down before the ball came loose?
Yeah, tough to see.
That would be the first turnover of the ball game. We have not had any. That's one of the things you talked about when the coaches talked about how clean they wanted this game to be.
Yeah, it was hard to see in real time, but if you take a close look here, right as he makes contact, runs into his own guy, still has control of the ball, but watch this knee right there.
It's down.
Down before the ball comes out. Based on their replays, you got to imagine this one's coming back. Arkansas Pine Bluff ball.
So there's Mr. Myers, our referee, talking to the replay people upstairs. Hubert Owens leading that group. It was a 20-yard return before this came into effect. There you look at Coach Hampton. He's looking up at the scoreboard or the Jumbotron here in the stadium, hoping there will be some kind of replay that they can see. We're looking at it.
Yeah, take another look. Now watch. See, he runs into his own player. The ball looks like it's still secure at this point, but it might be moving a little, but he got his top hand on it. So I believe this one will be coming back. But we'll wait to see what the officials say.
He hasn't lost the ball at that particular point.
It moved a little bit because he ran into his own player, but I still believe he had it secure. That should stay Golden Lions ball.
Well, they want to get it right.
That's right. That's why they have the replays.
They want to get it right.
Yeah, watching that in real time, I mean, you give these stripes credit. People like to make noise and see it. We have the replays. Oh, it's obvious. But when it's happening in a scrum, a bunch of people and a bunch of bodies in front of you in real fast time, yeah, we look like heroes on replays, but in real time, these guys have a tough job. But that's why they have the system now. You get some replays, you get a chance for some help, because these guys can be great, but people always remember the things they think are mistakes.
When you talk about these schedules, these two teams, Arkansas Pine Bluff team will be home next week against Central Arkansas. Then they'll hit the SWAC conference schedule. They'll be at Alcorn. We'll be there for that one on October 5th. And then they'll take home Prairie View at home, then go to Grambling, and then home against Mississippi Valley. On the other side for Tennessee State, they'll play their homecoming against Eastern Illinois on October 12th. And after today, they'll be starting their Big South Ohio Valley Conference schedule against Tennessee Tech, Charleston Southern, Lindenwood out of Missouri. And then again, they'll play homecoming here against Eastern Illinois. We're looking at it once again just to make sure. Did the ball come out? Was it before the knee? Was the knee down? That's what the discussion is, and that's the reason for the delay. As the replays continue to look at it, Wyatt Myers, the referee, talking to his back judge, Joe Turner. Well, the decision's been made. Here comes the announcement.
After review, the ruling on the field stands.
Wow.
First down, Tennessee State.
Well, they decided to give the ball over to Tennessee State. So the first turnover of the ball game goes in Tennessee State's favor.
So the Stripes decide inconclusive on that because once it's called on the field. Yeah, Charlie, once it's called on the field, you have to have great evidence to overturn it. So the fact they called it a fumble, they didn't feel like they had enough information and enough good looks to make sure that ball went back to the Golden Lions. So Tennessee State, big break, driving.
At the 20-yard line of Arkansas Pine Bluff. And with a 24-17 lead, 24-14 lead rather, 10-point lead. Here's going up top once again, and that's incomplete. Now, do we see a flag on that?
There was some contact, Charlie, but it looks like they're letting them play back there. At least they're consistent. Same thing on that last play. So there was batting.
Chop block. Offense. Number 51 and 57. 15-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Alex Valbuena and Carnal Meadows, they combined to do a chop block against the defense, and that's a no-no, and that's a penalty. That's going to move the ball back, and it'll make it. It's a 15-yard penalty. That's a big one. So it'll make 1st and 25.
Yeah, that's not helping the cause. You get a huge break on a fumble and then slap 15 yards in the wrong direction on your drive. So a little more work for the Tigers to do.
Ball at the 35-yard line of Pine Bluff. Here goes Ellis rolling right out of the backfield. He swings it over to C.J. Evans out of Mobile, Alabama. Transfer from Austin P. 5th-year senior on that reception. Remember, Mr. Gant coming out of the backfield had one earlier. Ellis has already thrown a couple of touchdown passes today. It'll be 2nd down and 21 after a 4-yard gain.
Charlie, Tennessee State has a nice depth of roster for themselves in that backfield. So there's a lot of guys they can work with, a lot of guys that have multiple talents to be danger.
Talking about Mr. Ellis, coach said last year he struggled a little bit, didn't handle it well as Mr. Evans hits the ball and goes straight into the gut of the defense. But he has actually bought into being in complete control of this team. First in, first out, last out, as far as the film room and practice and things of this nature. So he's bought into what Coach Draylen Ellis is trying to do. And, of course, Travis Partridge is the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, Eddie George, he feels this kid has a lot of talent, confidence, great arm, and just wanted him mentally to match his physical skills, and he has. This year is playing strong, so once you find that rhythm, I mean, confidence, I can tell you, Charlie, is so crucial.
Had a great fall camp, and again, they're keeping it on the ground with C.J. Evans. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So they'll probably bring in the field goal unit. And that'll be it's 4th and 13. But the field goal is going to come from about the 30-yard line. It'll be a 40-yard field goal attempt. That's up. It is no good. So he's missed 2 today. 2 field goals.
Arkansas Pine Bluff, Charlie dodging a bullet.
They certainly did.
A huge turnover on a kickoff return. They come out unharmed, unscathed. That is a huge break for them. Don't
forget at halftime coming up, the Capital One halftime show. Stay tuned for that showcase right here on HBCU Go. The Tennessee State Aristocrats of Bands, the marching machine from the Mid-South. First half stats and highlights all coming your way. Brought to you by Capital One. Yeah, you're talking about dodging the bullet, huh?
Big time. So now it's back to square one. Time to get to work for the Golden Lions. Basically where they turned the ball over.
Keeping it on the ground again and going straight into the heart of the defense of Tennessee State.
It's a solid little run there.
It's a good little run by Oswan Ross. Tyler Moore, a freshman, on the stop defensively.
Yeah, we know Sean Ross knows how to tote that mail.
Back to pass is Higgins. Higgins stepping up, in trouble. He's going to lose yards. Loses about 3 yards back to the 25-yard line.
Ahmad Nelson getting some help from Sanders Ellis, a freshman up there. So they corralled him down. The double dip, double punch took our guy down in the backfield, Mekhi Hagan. So that was great pressure. That's what they'll need to do to break up his rhythm.
3rd and 7. Clyde Simmons, a great player for the Philadelphia Eagles in his career. Offensive line coach, done a great job with this defensive. I didn't mean offensive line coach. Defensive coach has done a great job with this Tennessee State line.
More whistles, more flags.
Clyde Simmons, the defensive line coach.
There's no foul on the play. The quarterback was throwing the ball away. Incomplete pass. 4th down.
So it'll bring up a punting situation on a 4th and 7. Deep man is Deron Johnson, the junior out of Springfield, Tennessee. Springfield, Ohio. It's blocked. And Tennessee State again in great field position with the ball all the way back at the 25-yard line.
Charlie's special teams coming up huge for the Tennessee State Tigers. That was phenomenal on their part, coming in deep in Golden Lion territory. That will make your coordinators very, very happy. In special teams there, look at that.
Emmanuel Baez is the man who blocked it. Number 17, the senior,
just
Platte City, Florida. There he is.
Reaches out, gets that hand on it. That is monumental. So again, a turnover, nothing doing. The block punt, they're right back in business deep in Arkansas Pine Bluff territory. Yeah, that's right. He's saying, give me some on that, brother.
So from their Arkansas Pine, but this is the 3rd straight drive that Tennessee State has started at Arkansas Pine Bluff territory. They started at the 45, the 20, and the 26, and there they keep the ball on the ground. This time running Jalen Rouse into the heart of the defense. But they started 4 times out of all their possessions. 7 possessions, 4 have started in Arkansas Pine Bluff territory, including the last 3. At the 45, they got a touchdown. At the 20, they missed the 40-yard field goal, and now they start at the 26. They gain some yards, and then make it 2nd down and 6 after 4-yard gain. The delay, again, off the right side on the 1st down by Rouse. Ten-point ball game, 2:20 to time remaining. Quentin Sterling making the stop defensively out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Defense.
Then we got a penalty.
Half the distance to the goal, automatic 1st down.
So to add on to the run, Jonathan Goins guilty of the face mask infraction. There he is, the freshman out of Pine Bluff High School in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And it'll be a 1st down and goal at the 7. First and goal at the 7 for the Tennessee State Tigers who have a 10-point advantage right now, 24-14. And there's a timeout, a 2-minute timeout right here in Memphis. And we'll be back with the final two of the first half in a moment.
You feel it from the moment you enter our campus. It's a legacy of greatness. We are the Golden Lion family, committed to innovation and truth. We all come from different places, but now call the Pride Lands home. Whether it's the sciences, arts, or business, we're shaping the minds that one day will reshape the world. The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Become a part of the Pride.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent. That's the problem.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Powerful.
I don't know where you've been, but you're going to respect this courtroom. I'm going to throw you out real quick.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
It's unbelievable.
Hundreds of millions of lives impacted.
This is a dangerous hurricane.
Tens of thousands of live reports where the weather is happening.
Yeah, this is extreme.
Thousands of storms forecasted. 40 years of storytelling. 22 specialized and advanced field degrees. 7 innovative weather presentation patents. And a former National Hurricane Center director. 1 trusted best-in-class expert team. America's most trusted news network. The Weather Channel.
HBCU Go is bringing you the best black college sports right to your home or mobile device. A celebration of black culture and excellence from HBCUs. We showcase compelling original programs that honor the rich legacy and tradition of HBCUs across the country. Download our apps on Apple, Roku, and Amazon Fire for the full HBCU Go experience. And join us as we amplify black excellence.
HBCU Go Sports, providing fans with unparalleled access to all the sounds, flavor, and pageantry of historically black colleges and universities, bringing you up close to the exciting action, athleticism, and passion on the field. HBCU Go football returns this Saturday on HBCU Go Sports. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats Saturday, September 21st, 3-2 Central on HBCUGO.tv.
As we, on the final 2 minutes here of the first half, just in the second quarter alone, John, Tennessee State has 10 first downs. Pine Bluff just 3. Passing 3 for 6 for Pine Bluff, 8 for 10 for Tennessee State, and that one's knocked away. That pass trying to go into the end zone that time. Ellis putting it up top.
Trying to hit Jalal Dean out there, but nothing doing on that one.
Second and goal.
3 more cracks.
The ball resting right at about the 7-yard line. It is second and goal. Clock stopped with the incomplete pass. 1:58 the time remaining. Barring that missed field goal, four of the last 5 times Tennessee State has scored, put points on the board, and they keep it on the ground this time. They're running with abandoned with Mr. Rouse, with Zach Williams coming up to make the stop defensively. And now Arkansas Pine Bluff is going to call a timeout, trying to get some things going.
Yeah, they'd like to neutralize this attack here, and this is big. You want to shut them down. Better to go in 10 points down than 17. So for them, this is a monumental stop because they've been in this game, with the exception of a couple of big miscues that have cost them some points. Special teams really putting the hurt on them.
Let's take a did you know question. It's a Geico question.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the did you know. Tennessee State grad Wilma Rudolph overcame a childhood polio disease to become a world record-holding Olympic champion. She did it in the 1960 Olympics. It was in Rome, Italy. She won 3 gold medals, the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the 4x100 relay team. And at that time, she was considered the fastest woman in the world. Wilma Rudolph, a Tennessee State graduate.
Pure superstar, and just her story of having a childhood illness like that to maybe wonder what her health would be like her entire life. She not only overcomes, she conquers the world in track and field.
Certainly does.
Real inspiration.
3rd and goal, ball at the 4. See what Tennessee State draws up this time. Back to pass is Ellis. Steps up, throws, caught it, touchdown, Tennessee State. Coming up with the reception is Mr. Dean, Jalal Dean.
Nice work, Draylon Ellis on this. Has some pressure, thought about running it, but then he put on the brakes and watched Dean spring free. Look at him looking around, trying to find somebody. Comes up, nicely done. Draylon Ellis, great presence in that pocket.
26-yard drive. Lowry up for the point after to try to make it 31-14. Eddie George. They played North Dakota State a week ago, one of the top FCS teams in all of the country.
Brought the wood to them.
Yeah. They gave Colorado all they could handle. And it is 31-14 with 1:39 left here in the first half. But Mr. Ellis with his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. A scoring drive brought to you by T-Mobile.
And this just a little crossing pattern. He was patient, waited. The defense came up to stop the run, and that opened up the lane for Jalal Dean just to lane back and haul it in.
1:28 the time they used off the clock. 5 plays, and they only had to go 26 yards based on the blocked punt.
Capitalizing on that. So that's going to be a little work for Alonzo Hampton and his coaching staff to reboot and recalibrate at halftime. After a blazing start and a couple of nice passes, they just really have struggled a little bit to find a real rhythm.
Last year they were down, came back, and made it a ball game.
Oh, we were right here for it, Charlie.
We certainly were.
Had a chance to tie it in the closing seconds, maybe force overtime, but that was a big special teams play. Tennessee State blocks the punt, not only blocks it, scoop and score, went about 70 yards.
Curry, fair catch at the 5. He'll bring it out to the 25. So the own 25-yard line. 7th possession of the day for Arkansas Pine Bluff. In case you just joined us, they opened the game, took the opening kickoff, 75 yards down the field, and Higgins passed to Gibson for 33 yards, gave them a 7-0 lead. But after that, 17 unanswered points coming from Tennessee State. And of course, you look at the game summary there, what Higgins has done at quarterback, 9 of 16. And let's see what he can do on this drive. Still has some time, 1:39 remaining.
They've had a couple chances to go deep, so they'll be looking to try and find some magic.
And he's got to get out of the backfield. He loses 4 yards on that one. The blue jerseys, the blue death defense, just wouldn't let him out of there, would they?
The vacuum there.
Booker was leading that.
Some.
Yeah, he was leading that charge.
Ahmad Nelson. So their defense coming up in some crucial situations to help them out, but they're going to need to stop this down because they want to hang on to this kind of lead. That momentum right there, very, very important. So they're going to have to try and keep the walls tight.
2nd and 14. You saw Keandra Booker there out of Moss Point, Mississippi, a grad student transferred in from SEMO, Southeast Missouri State. Back again as Higgins steps to the left side, being pursued. You remember he ran left one time and was able to put a 30-yard touchdown pass into the end zone. But he couldn't get his body around, and there was nobody out there. He's being pursued by the defense as Daron Johnson ran him out of bounds.
Foul, hands to the face, defense, number 44, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And that's the coach's son, That's Eric George, sophomore out of Nashville, Tennessee. First college graduate. First college game he played was against Notre Dame, and he had a sack.
Big sack. That's how you like to do it. And the great story about George's son, Eric, he didn't even really want to come to Tennessee State. Slowly changed his mind. Coach Eddie George says, I didn't even push him, but he was very, very happy for me to come in. As you mentioned last year, freshman of the year, he was on fire. His defensive coaches say this kid's got NFL talent.
Yeah, it's coming into his own right now. Hagen's in trouble again.
Incomplete.
Well, the running back turned up the block. That's Jonas Davis.
Yeah.
Never saw the ball coming. He said he thought, my quarterback's getting ready to run, so let me go downfield and put a block on somebody.
Hagen's trying to improvise. He's lucky the ball didn't bounce off his guy. Watch this. He looks. He's like, oh, let's take it. Oh, whoa. Again, lucky he didn't put a hand on that. That would have been a scoop for Tennessee State.
So it's third down, make it second down and 10. Remember, there was a penalty against Tennessee State in the prior play. There's a little screen, but nowhere for Jonas Davis to run.
Sanders Ellis all over that one. He sniffed it out, got there, refused to give up any yards.
Third down. They'll lose a yard on that. 3rd and 11.
You see Brandon Fisher strolling the sidelines with his Grizzly Adams beard there. And, Eddie George, the head coach, he actually had a chance to watch him grow up. His head coach, Jeff Fisher, when he's with the Titans, he watched him as a baby, seeing the son right there. Now he's on his staff.
Yeah, he was in the locker room when Eddie was playing. His father was coaching. I asked him.
Time out of the half. Reset the game clock to 36 seconds. 36 seconds.
I asked Coach Fisher, I said, how's your dad doing? He said, playing golf, enjoying the grandkids.
Yeah. And not 100% canceling out that, he still might have a little coaching itch in him.
Yes,
he coached at the highest level. And I got to give credit to Coach Fisher on Eddie George's staff. Man, that is a mean beard, man. Most mere mortals only wish they could grow something like that.
Well, one of the things we talked to Coach Fisher about with this particular squad is, they run that 4-2-5 three-man rotation, the defensive ends between Mr. Bell along with Blaylock and George. It's a very interesting concept that he has. But one of the things that he's proud of is the fact that they have more depth this year than they've had in the past. There's Higgins, back to pass. Takes up and runs. And that's a 3rd and 11, and he's going to be way short of the marker. And remember, Tennessee State just called a timeout, but it's only 24 seconds to go before halftime as Eric George made the stop on Mr. Higgins. 4th and 3. Fourth down and 3.
Tried to get a playoff.
And a flag is down. Umpire comes in.
False start offense. Number 26. All 11 players were not set at the snap. By rule, that foul caused the clock to stop, which results in a 10-second runoff. Halftime.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first.
I think they kind of explained that one.
Yeah.
In no uncertain terms. But as we go to the break, we have a pretty good ball game here, but it's been all Tennessee State as of late, and they lead it 31-14 at midpoint.
Welcome to another episode of Amir's Fit Checks. All right, now we talking,
Old Spice. This is how we HBCU.
Whoa, it's the Capital One Bank guy.
That's me.
Could we get a selfie?
Of course.
Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Ooh, that's a keeper.
So, what do you do outside of the Capital One Cafe?
What do you mean?
Like when you go home or...
Sleep tight. Don't let the overdraft fees bite. What's in your wallet?
T-Mobile savings, take one.
Guys, focus. Let's not do fake falls. Just say, at T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits, and you can still save versus the other guys.
Happy to be here.
No fake stares, please.
Hi, I'm Patrick J. Adams.
Is that a shimmy? Just say, at T-Mobile, you can save on every plan, and you get great benefits with Magenta Status.
Keep doing whatever that is. I'll do the line.
Check out the T-Mobile Savings Calculator to see how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
HBCU Go Sports, providing fans with unparalleled access to all the sounds, flavor, and pageantry of historically black colleges and universities, bringing you up close to the exciting action, athleticism, and passion on the field. HBCU Go football returns this Saturday on HBCU Go Sports. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, Saturday, September 21st, 3-2 Central on HBCUGO.tv.
HBCU Go is bringing you the best black college sports right to your home or mobile device. A celebration of black culture and excellence from HBCUs. We showcase compelling original programs that honor the rich legacy and tradition of HBCUs across the country. Download our apps on Apple, Roku, and Amazon Fire for the full HBCU Go experience. And join us as we amplify black excellence.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
Welcome to the Capital One Halftime Showcase on HBCU Go Sports, brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Welcome back to the Capital One Halftime Showcase. Now it's time to take a look at our halftime stats, brought to you by Capital One. John, what do you have for us?
Well, Lorenzo, you were down on the field for it after a fiery start by Arkansas Pine Bluff. They came out on that opening drive. It has really been all Tennessee State. They had a big punt return, a block punt, a fumble recovery, and they put up the stats, and now they lead this when they outscored them 31-7 after that opening drive. So you see the score right now, 31-14. The Tigers have momentum going into that second half.
Well, John, the players are excited, and so am I. And when we come back, we'll have the second half to show you guys.
Thank you for watching the Capital One Halftime Showcase on HBCU Go Sports. Brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
What's wrong?
My travel rewards card didn't earn enough miles for my vacation.
Are you crying?
No.
Are you crying because of that other card?
No.
There's no crying in baseball. Or with the Capital One Venture Card, because it lets you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. And you can use those miles on any travel purchase. And you know why? There's no crying with the Venture Card. What's in your wallet? Let's play ball!
Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk makes every moment better. With 50% more protein and 50% less sugar. Plus a creamy taste that makes that smoothie even smoothier. Fairlife.
So you gave her the secret to the sauce?
Son, there's something school can't teach.
Yeah, and you want to taste it.
Battlety, this is how we HBCU.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat.
Not for us.
Okay, not soccer, but
Football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
No, we don't pass, Tina. Come on.
They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
Salami.
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
SC Johnson.
HBCU Go is bringing you the best black college sports right to your home or mobile device. A celebration of black culture and excellence from HBCUs. we showcase compelling original programs that honor the rich legacy and tradition of HBCUs across the country. Download our apps on Apple, Roku, and Amazon Fire for the full HBCU Go experience. And join us as we amplify Black excellence.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
31-14 our scores. We get ready to start the second half. Charlie Neal along with Laurencia Moten, John Kelly. And glad you could be with us. 35th edition of the Southern Heritage Classic. Started out as going to be an Arkansas Pine Bluff runaway, right?
Yeah.
Right down the field. Mr. Higgins, he takes his team, puts them into the end zone. And we'll look at some of those first half stats. On that drive, he went 5 of 7. And since that time, 5 of 12. He's 10 of 19 for the game.
Yeah, they were feeling the magic early, but Tennessee State strikes right back out there, man. Jalen Rouse doing it, and then a nice connection with Ellis. Then one more time. Look at that grab right there. That is Damon Dawkins making the catch. But then since then, it has been all Tennessee State. Jordan Gant sneaking out of the backfield, and then the turnovers. The big turnover there. Special teams doing it for Tennessee State. The block punt, setting them up. So the Tigers really putting pressure on, taking advantage, and they've been able to outscore them 31-7 since that opening drive. So right now, Charlie, starting that second half, it will be interesting to watch to see the corrections that the Golden Tigers can make versus the Tigers.
What do you think Alonzo Hampton is saying to his team or said to his team at halftime?
You know, he's such a positive, upbeat guy, but I know he's been disappointed in the mistakes. So he's probably in there saying, we got to clean this up, fellas. He liked what they were doing up front, but they had the mistakes. You have that big turnover on a kickoff return. Special teams, they gave up the nice return. They gave up the block punt. So he had some work to do in there. He wants them probably just to say, let's refocus, reset, and let's get this second half and start it like we did in the first half, but continue.
Yeah, he's the guy who went out and recruited 50 new players. 19 of them were freshmen coming onto the roster for Arkansas Pine Bluff to start the season.
Young blood.
But he said he didn't lose much. When I asked him, I said, how much did you lose from last year? He said, nothing much. All those guys have gone. Didn't matter.
We
only won 2 games.
That's right.
He said, so how could you lose anything when you only won 2 games?
Yeah, you know, he's come in here and tried to reset everything they've had. We love his positive energy, and his motto last year was restore the pride. He says his guys are buying in. He feels like he has the right guys here for his culture.
On the return, here's Mr. Gant bringing it back for Tennessee State. Remember, they won the toss to start the game and then decided to defer to the second half. One of the men who was a starting center for this team last year is Chazon Page, tragically killed back in April in Nashville, Tennessee by a speeding car. And they wear this on their helmet, LCP, Long Live Chazon Page, number 62. He was 6 classes shy of graduating when he was tragically killed. His brother is on the team. He's a defensive player on this team, Chandan Page. He's a grad student. They're from Nashville, Tennessee. First down and 10.
Charlie, you're talking about Chaz. Eddie George said that it's such a tragedy. He was a real-life hero, saved his girlfriend in that crash. So to watch what they've done, he said they all came to the hospital. They all rallied together, and he said as tragic as it was, and it is, it's soul-crushing, it was a bonding experience for his team.
Number 17, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, and so Eddie really said as much as the team was torn up because they were. He was an inspiration, such a wonderful.
Big difference, isn't it?
That is big change, big change.
Number 17 would have been a Gerald Bullock, the tight end. And a big difference between being a penalty on the offense and being a penalty on the defense.
Well, and real quickly back to Chazon Page. I love the way that the team is celebrating him. honoring him. The fact they did that in pregame and they wear a salute to him on the back of the helmet, that is special. And that's something they will carry with them because they want to, every time they have a victory, they'll be able to look up and say, that one's for you, Chaz.
No question. Like I said, was a starting center for the team right now. And that spot is Blake Gamez, number 53, redshirt junior from Buckeye, Arizona. Right now, it's 2nd and 24 for Tennessee State. Ball pushed all the way back inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Ellis on the draw play. This time it's McGill on the carry. And McGill gets up across the 20 to about the 21.
Haven't seen a lot from McGill today, but nothing like having some fresh legs in there, right?
And it's 3rd and 17 now. And you see Mr. McGill. McGill out of Chicago, Illinois. Naperville Central is the high school he matriculated from. 5 of 8 and 3rd down conversions today for Tennessee State. Ball at the 31. Here's a draw play again, and it's McGill.
Room there.
And McGill has the first down. And still rolling. And all the way down to the 46-yard line. They'll mark it at the 47.
Saving McGill for a secret weapon in this second half. How about that? Running, churning, grinding, carrying people with him. Nice carry. That is called perseverance.
That one knocked away. Good defense on the rush coming in for this Arkansas Pine Bluff team. That was Jamarlin Green who knocked it away to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Ball now back at the 47-yard line. Here's a draw again, McGill. And McGill was brought down right away by Jonathan Goins.
Yeah, it feels like they found a little soft spot in there, that you said, out of Chicago, Illinois. Jaden McGill showing he's got some tough running skills inside of him, the kind of runner Eddie George loves. Eddie George is built. Looks like he can still play. So when he was at Ohio State and in the NFL, big beast runner.
A little swing pass out in the flat, and it's McGill getting the carry.
Getting the shove.
And McGill still going forward and getting a first down.
The brotherly shove, Tennessee State style.
Yeah, getting some help from the big man up front. Adine Diaby, one of the offensive linemen, number 58, making some holes for him. He has played very well for this Tennessee State team this year on the offensive line. This team was picked 4th in the Big South OVC preseason poll. Last year, they averaged 22 points a game. And this is a delayed play. And this goes to J. Evans. C.J. Evans still running it. Evans is going to take it to the house. 38 yards.
How about that, Charlie? C.J. Evans working the magic. Now, again, give those big boys up front some credit. And Evans did a nice job of navigating his way, patiently following his blocks. They pull a guard there, and then he just bounces it outside. Nice cutback, shakes a tackle, little stiff arm. Money in the bank. Special delivery, FedEx style.
So this second half starts with Tennessee State taking the ball all the way down the field after starting at their own 22-yard line, a 78-yard drive. The kick is up, and it is good. So the lead is increased to 38-14. We're in the third quarter. We're in Memphis, Tennessee, and we'll be back.
It's not just about how you get there, but what you make happen along the way. Introducing the 2024 F-150. A tradition of excellence, where strength and adaptability meet. Your journey, your legacy to define. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Thank you, baby girl. Hey, enjoy that dishwasher while you can. Because you're going to be needing these when you get to Hampton.
Cascade, This is how we HBCU.
New on the grill, masters of the game.
As a master of comedy, if someone wants to be in this world, what's your advice to them?
Don't be afraid. Say what you want. Do it a bunch. Do it where you're uncomfortable doing it.
Sit down one-on-one with black people who dominate the game.
And when you get really sad and you don't want to do it anymore, take a little break, but get up and do it again.
Right here on The Grill. Check your local listings.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the details.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Download now to start your free 7-day trial.
HBCU Go Sports, providing fans with unparalleled access to all the sounds, flavor, and pageantry of historically black colleges and universities, bringing you up close to the exciting action, athleticism, and passion on the field. HBCU Go football returns this Saturday on HBCU Go Sports. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, Saturday, September 21st, 3-2 Central on HBCUGO.tv.
The best free streaming service is here. Local Now has everything you need with the channels you love.
This is a game changer.
Local news, national news, TV, and more. Local Now, free TV that starts in your city.
Yeah, Mr. Evans with his first rushing touchdown this year, covered 33 yards and puts his team up significantly in this contest, 38-14. Tennessee State starting to run away with it right now as Lowry is going to kick it off. B.J. Curry's a deep man, and he's going to let it go into the end zone, and it'll be brought out to the 25 for Arkansas Pine Bluff, their first possession of the second half. But let's check out the T-Mobile scoring drive. That last drive was 7 plays, 72 yards. They used up 2:41 off the clock, and it concluded with that touchdown run to 38 yards by Mr. Evans. So let's see as you see the coach going over the offense with the running backs.
Yeah, he's basically saying, fellas, let's just keep doing what we're doing. It's working. Let's work it.
So the ball starting at their own 25. Higgins, they try to keep the ball on the ground, and that last drive by Tennessee State, all of the plays that they went down the field, 7 plays, only one of them was a pass play.
And the complete opposite of how both offenses started, just airing it out. So getting the balance they like that Eddie George was looking for. And on that last play, Cameron Blaylock, the big man, number 2 up front, 6'2", just a biscuit away from 320. He's up front just shutting it down.
And I think he had that biscuit at halftime.
Biscuits, plural.
And in the backfield, struggling to get out of there.
Yeah, look at
Ross, Mr. Ross, first down. And Ross out of bounds. Not before he gets close to the... He does get the first down across the 40 to the 41, and that's an 18-yard run, and McClendon and Villers ran him out.
Yeah, Charlie, this is called working hard for your money. He's in trouble, then dances out of harm's way, puts that arm out as a deflection, but this time they get to him quickly.
Yeah, Ross didn't have anywhere to go this particular time, and he stopped by Tyler Jones immediately. Here's Tyler, number 21 out of Orlando, Florida. Started his career before coming here. Played at Missouri. So you're talking about the transfers. It's hard to keep up, huh?
Oh!
There's a number of things. And looking for a flag is Giovanni Gibson. But I believe because the ball was tipped prior to it getting to him. Let's see.
Yeah, Jalen McClendon just horse collars him. He's out there putting the D on.
So it is 3rd and 6. Ball resting right at the 45-yard line, their own 45. Arkansas Pine Bluff trailing in this contest by 24 points. 4 scores. In motion is English.
Trouble. Nice job getting
Lets it go. Has a man there, and it's caught by Gibson. Gibson on his way at the 20, 15, 10, and out of bounds at about the 6-yard line.
Charlie, that just goes to show sometimes how something starts isn't how it always ends. Giovanni Gibson doing a nice job, kind of dancing around, waiting for his quarterback to free up. And I'll give huge credit to Mekhi Higgins for springing free. He reversed field, eluded the defenders, able to find his man Giovanni Gibson big.
49 yards on that one, and straight ahead goes Ross, but nothing there but Blue Death defense.
The Blue Death.
Jalen Bell leading that charge defensively along with Malik Ganaway. It'll be second down. A fifth. The ball is at the 5-yard line. It'll be second and goal at the 5. Let's see what they come up with now. We've got Jonas Davis behind his quarterback, and they give it to Davis. No, they throw it, and it's caught wide open. Kevin English. Nice play. Kevin English, the tight end, redshirt sophomore out of Norwood, Ohio. Good for 5 yards.
This was set up by an excellent play fake dive. Just drew the defense in, and English just able to waltz backwards into the end zone, spring free for the touchdown. Play action paying off.
So each team scored on their first possession to start the second half. This was a 75-yard drive for Arkansas Pine Bluff, and they put 21 points on the board, trailing by 17 right now, and we'll be back.
Your excellence starts here. The moment you become a TSU Tiger. From student to history maker, trailblazer, and beyond.
You're looking at a very proud graduate of the only state-funded historically black university in Tennessee.
Excellence is our habit at Tennessee State University. New on the Gria, masters of the game.
How did you move so fast in terms of learning what comedy is? Because it takes years and years for comics to get seasoned, and you move very rapidly.
I think all the years I wasn't doing it, I was subconsciously studying it.
Okay.
So I understood it as a mechanism and a device. I didn't necessarily understand how I fit into the mechanism of the device, but I got what it was. And then I was very sure of my voice.
Sit down one-on-one with black people who dominate the game.
Because I was older. And, a lot of times, those years that they take to find your voice, we're talking about kids. People start at 19. It takes them 10 years to just figure themselves out. By that time, I had gone through the fire, and I'm pretty sure about myself, what I think, my POV, how I feel about things, and it's pretty unwavering at this point.
Right here on the Gria. Check your local listings.
Judge Millian doesn't mince words.
Why aren't you stopping the behavior if it's happening right in front of you?
She cuts to the chase.
I think you're misreading the law a little bit.
Really? Compassionate.
You should be mad at one person, and that's him. When did something happen that made you feel uncomfortable?
She never accepts disrespect.
Stop your nonsense, or we will be escorting you out.
Watch Justice for the People with Judge Millian. Check your local listings for times and channel. Catch all the laughs here on the Griot Classics. The Jeffersons.
Oh, hi.
Sanford and Son.
You big dummy.
Different Strokes.
What you talking about, Willis?
The Cosby Show.
Absolutely.
227.
Mary.
Good Times.
Dynamite.
Old friends. Lots of laughs.
I think we died and went to heaven.
So watch The Griot for timeless comedy. Check local listings.
38-21. That was basically a long scoring drive, but T-Mobile scoring drive. 7 plays, 75 yards, 218, mostly in the air. And, of course, the 55-yard touchdown reception by that young man, Javon Gibson, the tight end. But more importantly, they haven't had a run today over 8 yards.
You know,
Pine Bluff.
Yeah, I'm sure they like the balance, but they're really effective in the air. Javon Gibson, solid returns on every catch he's had. Look at him go, Charlie.
Johnson on the return. Once again, Dayron Johnson, he's done a great job on the return special team today so far. I mean, he's done everything he could, bringing it up the field either on kickoff returns or punt returns.
Yeah, man. And nice start there.
That was good for 24 yards.
See if they can fire right back.
Look at the stats offensively tonight for Tennessee State. 359 total yards, 7 of 10 on third downs, and averaging 7.2 yards per play. Only one turnover in the ball game, and that was a block punt before halftime. Arkansas Pine Bluff suffered that one.
And then that to go along with that fumbled on the kickoff return.
Right. Well, yeah, that's true. That's two, basically. We want to call that, yeah. Not much running room that time.
Nope.
Good defense by Sean Wilson. Watch Sean Wilson, number 33, come in and make the stop, a 1-yard gain. We have a player that's down for Tennessee State. They're attending to him.
Looks like one of those cramps, man. Like you and I wake up with in the middle of the night.
And we're going to step aside while they attend to the young man. And we'll be back. 38-21 is our score.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play.
Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. Sometimes we try to fit it all in. Sometimes we don't know what's in store. Sometimes we find what we're looking for. Sometimes we're rolling easy and free. Sometimes 1 and 1 makes 3. So much to love along this ride. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
You're going to be doing this on your own in college. 3 easy steps. Step 1, Tide Pod. Step 2, laundry. Step 3, set the cold water.
I got this.
Tide, this is how we HBCU.
All right, here we go.
No.
What's my next step?
Dad.
You break it, we take it.
We can take it.
Trade in any phone in any condition at Verizon for the new Google Pixel 9 with Gemini.
Give me a recipe with these ingredients.
Let's do that one.
Only on Verizon.
The best free streaming service is here. Local Now has everything you need with the channels you love.
This is a game changer.
Local news, national news, TV, and more. Local Now, free TV that starts in your city.
Back here in Memphis, you're looking at Jamari Freeman, the right guard. Talented young man out of Fairborn, Georgia. Walked off okay, so he looks like he's going to be all right. Meantime, it is 2nd down and 9 for this. We got movement, all kinds of movement. And when you talk about this Arkansas Pine Bluff defense, John, when you look back at what...
False start, offense, number 8, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That was Jalal Dean, one of the receivers. You know, one of the things I'm sure Coach Hampton would like to do is improve on what they were defensively a year ago. When you look at some of the stats in the SWAC, they were 12th in scoring defense, gave up an average of 37 points a game, 12th in total defense. That's last. 12th in run defense. You know, so those things have to be taken care of. Those things have to be taken care of. They were dead last in all of those, even red zone defense and 3rd down defense, and they were next to last in pass defense and the number of times they were sacked, 18 times last year.
And it shows in your record when you can't stop anybody, it's tough to win ball games.
3rd down and 11 now. Remember the penalty for the false start. pass caught by Dean, the man who created the penalty. Now we got another penalty that's going to go down. Should be offsides. And this one is incomplete, intended for Mr. Brinson Karate. But this should be an offsides against
Number 15, 5-yard penalty.
Khalil Arnold, the defensive end, junior out of Lovejoy, Georgia. Transfer from Eastern Kentucky.
You know, and Charlie, when you're trailing in a game, you know, you want your defense to be fired up, and sometimes you can get overly anxious, and that's where those kind of plays come from. You get the penalties because you're so anxious to continue turning this thing around. So they had a good drive. The defense trying to come up with a stop, but penalties kill.
Also, if you have a smart quarterback, the inflections
there you
in
go.
his voice, that can help also.
Use that aggressiveness against the defense.
So the ball is moved down to the 47-yard line. It's across midfield into Pine Bluff territory. Going up top once again, trying to get to the first down marker, and doing so is C.J. Evans. But a flag on the play once again.
And Patman, nice job, open field tackle. Almost slipped him on that one, but he was able to bring him down.
There were 2 fouls on the play, both against the offense. Ineligible downfield. Number 23, illegal touching. Number 23, that's a 5-yard penalty. Loss of down, 4th down.
I don't understand how C.J. Evans could be ineligible downfield. He's a back coming out of the backfield. Now, I can understand illegal touching if he went out of bounds and was the first to touch it and coming back in. But how could he be the ineligible? He's not a lineman. Unless he was lined up as a tackle, which I don't believe so.
Yeah.
It is to be 4th down and 11. Taylor is back to receive this punt. Let's see. The whistle blows. Here we go again.
False start offense. Number 46, 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Self-destructing right before your eyes. That is this offensive Tennessee State on this drive, right?
Not real smooth on this one.
And you're looking at the punter, Mr. Shanuda. Now the ball is being put all the way back in the Tennessee State territory. Let's see. And it takes a gratuitous bounce for Arkansas Pine Bluff. And we got a player injured. That's the kicker, the punter. And the flag is down.
A little bit of contact here, Charlie.
Shanuda, watch.
Yeah, you better keep your head on a swivel, son.
Yeah, but that should be an ejectable play.
After the play, personal foul.
Yeah.
Unnecessary roughness. Receiving team, number 6. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the kick. Arkansas Pine Bluff ball, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I mean, he's lucky he's still in the ball game.
Yeah, you are right, Charlie. And that's just, you're taking a head-hunting shot at somebody so unnecessarily, still watching his punt with his head up. You got it drives coaches crazy.
Antonio Johnson. Me? No, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. That was Osmosis who touched him.
Exactly. Remember Casper the Ghost came on in.
You remember Osmosis?
Yeah.
A friend of mine. Had dinner with him last week.
Yeah, that was a little too aggressive.
That was only a 17-yard punt. So Tennessee State self-destructed on that particular drive.
Then tack on some penalties. So now let's see if the Golden Lions can restart their engines and get something going. They got about 8 minutes left trying to close this gap.
At their own 25-yard line is where they started. A little bit too high. That pass that time intended for Dawkins.
And we know Damon Dawkins has some flypaper hands. He showed in the end zone that NFL-type catch. That one just slipped right through his fingertips.
Still third quarter here. 8:07 of time remaining. 2nd down and 10. 38-21 is our score. Arkansas Pine Bluff with the ball and trying to get to the outside. Nothing doing that time. The handoff to Mr. Ross, Oswan Ross, and the Blue Death defense led by Craig Cunningham.
Cameron Blaylock. And Blaylock. Some of that too.
Eric George, rather. Eric George, that's the coach's son.
That's right.
And that's a 3rd and 14, so they lose 4 yards on that play.
They love this kid. They love what he does.
They certainly do.
Got that Eddie George DNA, and he is a baller. He's got the old school mentality, and just like his dad, he puts in the work. Eddie George, all about a championship mentality. Also, work habits. His son clearly picking that up at home as a young man, now under his coaching father with Tennessee State.
There's a pass, wide open on the far sideline, and trying to get to the first down for Giovanni Gibson, really battling, and he picks up the first down right in front of the Tennessee State bench. And it was Jalen McClendon who was wrestling him out of bounds.
Giovanni Gibson having a nice game. I mean, they're getting a great return on their investment. He's averaging over 30 yards a catch, has a touchdown. He has been their go-to guy.
Again, keeping it on the ground, straight ahead. First down gain by Oswan Ross. Eric George stopping him defensively.
Now, this is the kind of rhythm we saw on that opening drive. They're starting to hit on all cylinders, and now through the air on the ground, I'm sure that Alonzo Hampton likes what he's seen, but they need to sustain this drive. They need 7 points to stay in this game.
Pine Bluff has the ball. Will the Tennessee State fans please refrain from playing when Arkansas Pine Bluff has the ball? Thank you.
What do they try to do if, try to distract your team?
Yeah.
If your home team is playing and you have the ball, that's one thing. But when you're playing and the other team has the ball, that's another thing.
Charlie Neals, they say all's fair and war and hate. They're going to try anything they can to slow these cats down.
And no question. His English moving inside from his tight end spot. He has a couple big catches today for this Arkansas Pine Bluff team. And again, keeping it on the ground with Mr. Ross. And Ross has run out of bounds in front of the Tennessee State bench. McClendon again there defending.
A little slippery, picking up some yards. Got about 4 yards when it could have easily been nothing. So good work there, just slipping through.
2nd down and 7. Ball resting just shy of the midfield stripe at the 49-yard line. 49-yard line of Arkansas Pine Bluff. 2nd and 7. Higgins in trouble, steps out, sacked. Brought down. Good defensive play that time. Kandre Booker making the stop.
Does a nice job of pursuing, and I'll tell you, Mekhi Hagan's not an easy guy to catch up with, so big credit to Booker for booking on that play to make the sack.
Out of Moss Point, Mississippi, and Moss Point High School, Mr. Booker transferred in from Southeast Missouri State. When he was at Southeast Missouri State, he had a game-high 8 tackles against Murray State. That was back in 2021.
There's that little quarterback draw they like.
And a first down, still on his feet. Mekhi Hagan, and he slides down. Gets the first down. Very smart play by the quarterback. Live to play another day, right?
Absolutely. Now, again, this is a play they like to call. They found a nice soft spot in the middle of that Tiger defense. They've exploited that a couple times today. Great slide, first down.
18-yard run that time for Higgins, but nothing doing this time for Mr. Ross.
Sanders Ellis having a nice game, a true freshman out of Nashville, Tennessee. He's been up in the mix today, causing some havoc for that offense of the Golden Lions.
Yeah, he's in for Michael Gay, who has an elbow injury, who's normally in that will linebacker spot. Team kind of banged up, they say, on the linebacker spot for this Tennessee State team.
Eddie George and his staff have to be happy when you have young cats like that stepping in there. 6'2", 225. Ellis looking strong.
Second and
high school.
Second and 13. The ball's on the ground, and it was kicked. Pick it out. I thought he was going to. I thought he should have just fell on it rather than trying to pick it up, because
he's still trying to run with it, Charlie.
Has he really hit the ground? That's Jonas Davis.
Hey, always take a chance. You never know.
Maybe the officials were blind.
Yeah, a little fumble-rooski, a little kickoff here. The scoop. Jonas Davis saying, I'm trying to make some chicken salad here, and he gets flipped down, smashed down, and that's one of those turnover close plays. I'm telling you, Alonzo Hampton, right when they seem to get it going, then they get bitten with something like this.
A loss of 18 on the play.
Took his eye off the ball.
It'll be 3rd and 31. A lot of real estate ahead of them.
You know, I'm not sure, Charlie, as we look back at that, his knees ever touched. He got flipped in the air. And they might be taking a look at this because he did a cartwheel and he kept running. I don't think any part of his body hit the ground. I wish they'd take a look at that. That was interesting.
Well, they're going to get a delay of game just to add 5 more yards on to what a partridge in a pear tree they have to get for.
Take a look at this flip
down.
here. Unless his head hit?
No. His rear end hit.
Oh, did it bounce? Okay.
Yes. See, if your butt
down by
the ground,
booty.
Yeah, down by booty. That's pretty good.
Yeah, hey, smart heads-up play to go ahead and run that thing.
So it's 3rd and 36 now. Higgins lets it fly. And incomplete. Nothing doing.
Nah, no shot.
And the intended receiver was Armani Roan. So it's 4th down and 36.
Kind of a wild sequence. Some pluses and minuses on that one. But, yeah, Arkansas Pine Bluff, they've got work to do, Charlie, and that's not the way you do it. They need to get points and get points fast. Time running out. Down by more than 2 touchdowns.
So again, Johnson back. He's done a great job in the return department today for Eddie George and his team, Tennessee State.
Oh, nearly blocked another one.
Yeah, they had one block. Oh, this goes off of the hands.
That's the break.
There's a break off the hands of the intended return man, Darren Johnson, and recovered by Arkansas Pine Bluff in Tennessee State territory.
Just when you think the Golden Lions are dead on arrival, running towards that flatliner status, a big break and jolt of life. This is just a miscue here. Boink, right off his arms, misjudged it and slapped it downfield. This is a chance for a quick score, and then they may come back with that onside kick.
Marquez Allen Patman was the man who came up and saved the day. Special teams play. You can't get any better than that.
Keeping hope alive. That's why you keep playing, running through every time, every play.
So they'll get the ball in great field position and going to the left side. They're keeping it on the ground. That is Arkansas Pine Bluff. And it's running it is Jonas Davis.
They need to take some shots, just get this in the air, but they got a player down that'll stop the clock for them.
And that is Deion Villers, who's shaken up a little bit. Gain of 4 on that last play. So great opportunity for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Let's see if they can capitalize right now.
Yeah, man. Hope's still alive. A lot of work to be done, but they are not out of it. Got to come up with some magic here. They're still in it.
17-point game. We're still in the 3rd quarter with 2:15 to go. So we're talking about 17 minutes of football left. And, of course, the man who made that mistake for Tennessee State, Darren Johnson, was having a fantastic afternoon in returning kicks. And just couldn't come up with the reception he needed at that time, and it was recovered by Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yeah, Charlie, it just seemed like on his approach he maybe misjudged it a little because it really just kind of bounced off his arm before he could even try to cradle it.
Here we go again, coming to the left side. Higgins, first down, 1st and goal, inside the 4, down to 5 to the 4, rather.
Well, that's what you want to do. Get that shoulder down, get some yards.
Number 74.
And it all comes back.
10-yard penalty.
Kristen Love, the center, guilty of the holding penalty. Senior out of Detroit, Michigan, went to Martin Luther King High there.
Mistakes. They will kill a drive. They'll kill a team, and they will kill momentum.
Self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah, man.
They'll get you every time. Love was senior, 6'3", 290. Played on 2 state title teams at Martin Luther King High back in Detroit. So it brings up a second and 16. Wide open, no. Again, there's a flag.
Looks like he's getting it.
There's a flag. Giovanni Gibson trying to get to the end zone, and he's going to be interfered with.
Pass interference, defense, number 15. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
The redshirt sophomore out of Trenton, Tennessee, went to Tennessee before transitioning, I should say, over here to Tennessee State. Man guilty of the pass interference penalty against Giovanni Gibson. So it's an automatic first down on the 15-yard penalty. The ball is going to be spotted right at about the 7-8 line. So it'll be first and goal at the 8. Jonas Davis is in there with his quarterback. Jonas moves to the right of Makai Higgins. Give it to Jonas Davis. Jonas bounces outside, still on his feet, and he's headed there. Let's see, they stop him at the 1.
Great.
And it was Booker effort. Boogie Trotter, who made the stop. Second and goal at the 1.
Bouncing around like a pinball out there. Then goes airborne, almost helicoptered in.
Got around Tyler Moore there, number 0. And like you said, almost made it in before Malik Ganaway.
But he's hurt now. A couple of guys down.
Yeah. And that's Tennessee State.
You got Jonas Davis.
And Davis is ailing from Tennessee State. And with a minute 35 left in the third quarter, let's look at it once again.
So on this finish here, might have clipped him on that knee right when he was going up in the air.
Yeah, Villers is the man, number 6, and there's Davis. He's limping off. He had 167 yards against this team a year ago.
Good to see players get up.
How many yards does he have today?
But back to that run, Jonas Davis showing some athletic ability, awareness, and the bouncing it out. But again, smelling that goal line, almost was able to go horizontal and take it in.
They've held him pretty much in check today. 167 yards a year ago, only 16 rushing this afternoon.
Yeah, tough sledding.
That was Jalen McClendon for Tennessee State. They were helping off the field. Meanwhile, the ball is at the 1 yard line. It's second down and goal.
Well, they got to stop playing around. They got to punch this in.
Ross is the running back. Under center goes Higgins. He's going to take it himself.
The surge.
And loses. Does not get anything. Doesn't get anywhere. Boogie Trotter.
Watch the blue jerseys just
Number
dominating. Shoving back. Makai Higgins had no shot. He was trying to sneak it in, got slapped back.
They moved the ball
yards.
back. Actually, you lost the yard. The ball's at the 2 right now. I formation. Ross has the ball. Ross is in the end zone. 2-yard run for Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Ashawn Ross, 3 touchdowns last week, gets him on the board here. Under a minute left to play. Chance to cut it to 10 on the PAT. Nothing fancy. Old school, hand off the rock, touchdown.
So, remember, this drive started at the Tennessee State 17-yard line. That's how they got into the end zone, and they put more points on the board. And it's a 10-point game. 38-28 with 49 seconds left in the third quarter.
You feel it from the moment you enter our campus. It's a legacy of greatness. We are the Golden Lion family, committed to innovation and truth. We all come from different places, but now call the Pride Lands home. Whether it's the sciences, arts, or business, we're shaping the minds that one day will reshape the world. The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Become a part of the Pride.
The truth is, HBCU Go football does it big.
Go! Zone touchdown.
Big time catches. Wow. Big hits.
That's how we do it, son. Go get some.
And big moments.
On his way. Touchdown, no flags.
This fall, go big or go home.
That's what I tell y'all.
Watch on HBCUGO.tv.
Climate science, sustainable solutions, Earth champions. Come check us out on Pattern, misspelled on purpose. If you don't know, now you know.
10-point ball game, 49 seconds left here. Third quarter, Alonzo Hampton's team has rallied from down 38-14, a 24-point deficit, and they've pulled to within 10 right now. Let's see if they can get it any closer. Let's see what they do with the defensive side. A short kick comes out to the 20-yard line, and is Johnson on the return. He's done a pretty good job today. He falls down after he crosses the 30 to about the 33. Last year, when these two teams played at Southern Class, it was all Tennessee State up early, going up 14-0 right before halftime, and they were down 17-7 in the fourth quarter. And then it was Jalen Makin's turn on a busted play. He goes in to score and cut the lead to 3. But there was a chance to tie with less than a minute to go, but the try is blocked. James Green picks it up, brings it all the way to the house. Final margin, a 10-point victory for Tennessee State, 24-14. And that's where we are right now. They were down 24 points, and now it's a 10-point ball game.
Little slice of deja vu.
Yes.
Yeah, Brent Rowe with the big block and James Green to the house, 90-plus yards.
Going to the left side this time is Jalen Rouse.
But the clock not working in UAPB's favor.
Well,
on this
I've got 15 minutes to go.
Yeah. Just counting down to the end of the third quarter.
We ain't worried about the third quarter. We still got a whole.
You got that right.
Got another fourth quarter to go.
You got that right.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Ellis has gone all the way at the quarterback spot. We've seen a number of different backs and receivers catching balls for both of these teams. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter. 15 minutes of football left here in Memphis. Southern Heritage Classic, 35th edition.
Please give a hearty DTU welcome to our Discover the Unexpected Fellows.
My name is Joseph Tilley.
Imani Waters. Aaron Gardner.
Stephon Young-Grove.
Maddie Moore. Amaya Fountain.
Juwan Ben Jr.
Kennedy Jackson.
Harrison Buck.
Kayla Hare.
This is an 8-year journey between the NMPA and General Motors that has proven to be transformative.
For me this summer, it's really about leaving an impact within the NMPA, Chevrolet.
I am really excited to be part of the fellowship this year. I'm grateful. This is very grand and very big for my first one.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, count me in. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
What's up, Mom?
Are you brushing, flossing, keeping those teeth sparkling?
Shining bright. At least it's what Tiffany says.
Who's Tiffany?
I gotta go.
Smile. Crest has you covered. This is how we HBCU.
Hey, guys. How we feeling? You ready? Hey, Adams Elementary. Go Rams. I think he needs one, too. What do you think?
This is not just flu protection.
You guys ready to fight some crime?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you go get him, all right?
This is a neighbor looking out for you. Schedule flu and COVID-19 vaccines for you and your family today. Walgreens.
HBCU Go Sports, providing fans with unparalleled access to all the sounds, flavor, and pageantry of historically black colleges and universities, bringing you up close to the exciting action, athleticism, and passion on the field. HBCU Go football returns this Saturday on HBCU Go Sports. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, Saturday, September 21st, 3-2 Central on HBCUGO.tv.
The best free streaming service is here. Local Now has everything you need with the channels you love.
This is a game changer.
Local news, national news, TV, and more. Local Now, free TV that starts in your city.
We start the second quarter here. It is 2nd down and 7 for Tennessee State. And when you look at the total stats, John, in terms of rushing yards, 100 more rushing yards for Tennessee State, 19 more passing yards for Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yeah, and we're starting to see that rally by the Golden Lions right now. They want to come up with a big stop. This is up to Tennessee State to try and counter what they've been doing. It's really been a tale of two halves.
And that one is complete for a first down. And again, doing a good job catching the ball. That's Gerard Bullock, one of the tight end senior out of Nashville, Tennessee, with that reception. Sean Wilson there defending for the Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff. 1st and 10. Ball moved out to the 43-yard line. Draylon Ellis have to be impressed with what he's done today.
Absolutely.
And here's a draw play going over to Mr. Rouse. Rouse has seen a lot of action here lately from the running back spot out of Richmond Hills, California. Of course, Tennessee State looking for their 19th win in the Southern Heritage Classic. Up until 2 years ago, it was Jackson State that was their opponent in this one. Deion Sanders came in with this coach at Jackson State, said, we don't want to play in that classic anymore. And he pulled them out of here. Thus, Arkansas Pine Bluff get the nod. Under pressure. Is that intentional grounding? Or was they're looking to see was there somebody in the vicinity?
Naz Lukman putting that pressure on, getting up in there. Ellis just trying to get rid of it before he got dumped. But all day untouched on the outside.
See, that's what he's looking at. Is that intentional grounding? He was not out of the pocket, and there was nobody there that he threw it at their feet. 3rd down and 9. 7 of 11 and 3rd down conversions for the Tigers of Tennessee State today. Bullock in motion. Bottom to the top of your screen. Here goes Ellis. Ellis takes off, runs, trying to get to the first down marker, slides shy of the first down marker. See, when you start to slide is where they mark the ball.
Exactly. Had he taken a stride and a half more, it would have been a first down, but he slides across it, which doesn't count. You'll see him here. He stretches out. You know he knows where the first down marker is. He sees a little pressure and decided to slide early, which is smart, but it cost him the first down.
4th and 3. Looking at the offensive coordinator. So they're going to punt it away. Unless it's a fake. Let's see what happens. The ball is right at midfield. He had to get to the 47 for a first down. And they let that one go. And it's saved right at the 1-yard line.
That's how you do it.
Boy, you're talking about special teams play that time. A 49-yard punt, though. But more importantly, bad field position for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Great defensive position for this Tennessee State team.
The truth is, HBCU Go football does it big.
Go! Zone, touchdown.
Touchdown. Big time catches.
Wow.
Big hits.
That's how we do it, son. Go get some.
And big moments.
On his way. Touchdown, no flags.
This fall,
Hey, we here, baby.
go big or go home.
That's what I tell y'all.
Watch on HBCUGO.tv.
Your excellence starts here. The moment you become a TSU Tiger. From student to history maker, trailblazer, and beyond.
You're looking at a very proud graduate of the only state-funded historically black university in Tennessee.
Excellence is our habit at Tennessee State University.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the details.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Download now to start your free 7-day trial.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to
spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent. That's the problem.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Powerful.
I don't know where you've been, but you're going to respect this courtroom. I'm going to throw you out real quick.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
HBCU Go Sports Football is brought to you by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. And by Verizon. Of course, we were walking down Beale 10 feet off the ground, weren't we?
That's how you do it. Always. But yeah, you can just feel the magic when you're in that area. There's so much rich history from blues to what we've done, civil rights action. It's a nice place to be. And it was right around the corner from our hotel, too.
And they have added to the Civil Rights Museum, the Southern Heritage Classic exhibit within the Civil Rights Museum here in Memphis. Just opened, I believe, this week.
Yeah, so a great thing if you're in town, go over and check it out.
At the 1-yard line, first down and 10. Not great field position. A delay, maybe a safety close to it.
Wow.
Just getting out of there barely was Mr. Ross. He just about got cleared the goal line, but it was Jalen Bell was there to wrap him up.
Yeah, they did a nice job. Ahmad Nelson coming up in their number 7 to help smash it and close that door. Not giving up anything.
Now a timeout. We got a player shaking up for this Tennessee State squad. That's Nelson. He's one of the team captains. You know, one of the things that Eddie George talked about with captains, they didn't have any last year.
I remember that.
And, you know, there was, I guess, a learning curve, and he tried to get people to buy into things, and he finally found the right chemistry and mindset as far as the culture of this team is concerned that he could appoint or have the team vote on captains.
Yeah, you know, Charlie, 3 years in the making, Eddie George really trying to work it. Happy to see the young man limping off. But, you know, Eddie George, it's about discipline, habits. He preaches this classroom, but also out on the field. But he wants young men who come as the total package and total buy-in.
Yep.
So this year, he rewarded that.
Yep, certainly did.
Yeah, last year I remember him telling us he was just looking for a couple guys to police the locker room for him that he could trust. Now he's finding those players.
Are you talking about referring back to last year? In case this is a 99-yard drive, last year both teams had 99-yard drives in this contest.
Well, we were there front and center watching maybe unfold again. They're keeping
That's maybe a safety this time.
Looks like he's stuck in there.
I believe that's a safety. No, they said
the ball was out over the
ball. Made it out. Okay,
lucky.
So close. 3rd down and 10 from the 1.
There,
or half a 1
for inches here. Again, this is where you're proud of what your defense can do, and they are just not budging at all.
The ball just resting outside the white stripe of the goal line.
It's like Arkansas Pine Bluff kind of just hanging on for dear life back here.
3rd and 1. Higgins lets it fly. Has a man out there, but it's overthrown. Incomplete. No chance for Mr. Marone to catch that one.
Well, Charlie, I can tell you Keith Burns, the special teams coach over there for Tennessee State, he's rallying his troops right now. He's like, fellas, we got them buried in their own end zone. We already got a block punt earlier. Let's bring the house, throw the kitchen sink, the garage, maybe one of the old jalopies in the backyard. Let's go get this thing and snuff it out in this end zone.
That's why that previous punt by Tennessee State, by Mr. Foster, or Shenandoah rather, was perfect. But they get this one away. This is Baker, Jeremy Baker. And here we go.
Trouble.
Boy, he bobbled one earlier that turned into 6. And that particular individual, but Tennessee State had one bobbled earlier. And we'll be back. We're in the 4th quarter with 11:30 to go after that 52-yard punt.
Siri, what's the name of the guy I had a meeting with a couple of months ago at Cafe Grinnell?
You met Zach Wingate at Cafe Grinnell.
Hey!
Zach!
Wow, I didn't think you'd remember me.
Yeah, of course. As soon as I saw you, I'm like, it's Zach. Nobody walks like Zach.
All right, let's run that again.
Geico has fast fare claims 24/7 right on the Geico app.
To file a claim, just tap.
Just tap right here to upload pictures, customer.
Try getting on a first name basis.
Sure. Vicky.
To track your status, just click. Super easy.
They're connecting with the mannequins.
You're doing great, everyone.
Ooh, you're a pro.
Scroll, tap, scroll. Ouch! Oh, I'm cramping.
Yeah, we've all been there.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
I overdid it. Like a showboat, I just overdid it.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
Okay, kids, let's get this party started. Coming.
We've been with you through the years,
Well, you ain't shaving nothing but hair.
where legacies are honored,
Auntie's here.
new futures created,
Jazz, come on now.
culture preserved. HBCUs aren't just institutions. They're a way of life. P&G and its brands proudly support you every day. This is how we HBCU.
The best free streaming service is here. Local Now has everything you need with the channels you love.
This is a game changer.
Local news, national news, TV, and more. Local Now, free TV that starts in your city.
Some of the queen and her court. Of course, Tennessee State on top right now. Under 28,000 announced attendance for this 35th edition. And, of course, they're renovating this stadium. This is also where the University of Memphis plays their home games as we go off the right side with Evans carrying the ball for Tennessee State. But more importantly, Tennessee State, I should say Memphis, who plays their home games here, had a big win today over Florida State. Florida State now in trouble, 0-3.
0-3, man. Yeah, congratulations to Memphis for getting the big W on the road as we play on their home turf. But, yeah, Florida State, they were ranked starting the season. Now they're getting hammered out of it.
They're renovating this stadium. They've taken about 25,000 seats across from where we are located.
We're looking at a big hole.
Yeah, the press box used to be on the far side of where we are now, but they're doing some renovation. They're working on redoing the stadium, and I'm not sure exactly what difference they're going to make. But anyway, more importantly, the renovations are ongoing, so the capacity has shrank, I should say, from over 50,000 with losing those 25,000 seats to just about 30,000. And this one, 27,000. The announced attendance, 584 today. So Fred Jones, the promoter of this Southern Heritage Classic, has to be pleased with the turnout between these two squads.
Yeah, there was a lot of rain, too, so a lot of people just probably decided to stay home.
Second down and 9, and we've got two people moving prematurely. Everybody up front said, hey.
It's theirs, not what me, it was him. No, he.
My bad. Diaby, the left tackle.
A lot of people were dancing around on that one. Just who's going to get it hung on them.
Delay defense. Simulating the offensive snap. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That's interesting.
You don't hear that often.
I've never seen that one before. That doesn't happen too often, does it?
No, Alonzo Hampton not having it. He's like, you serious right now? Brother man.
So they tell him keep quiet.
That's right.
C.J. Evans is in there at the running back spot now. And we're looking at a 2nd and 4 after that penalty. Delayed handoff. Nothing doing that time for C.J. Evans as the defense was right there to make the stop.
That's what the Golden Lions need.
Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold with a big stop, and they need some of that right now. They're slowly turning that momentum around. You felt it shift from that early in the first quarter over to Tennessee State. Arkansas Pine Bluff solid in this second half, putting the clamps on them offensively and defensively.
Well, they're trying to run that clock down. The clock is running under 9 minutes, or just over 9 minutes to go in the contest. Here's a pass complete to Gerard Bullock, and Bullock has a first down. Gerard Bullock out of Nashville, Tennessee. Senior, 6 foot, 200-pounder. Kyle Volke, look at him. That was a freshman, true freshman on this squad, as Jordan Gant has the carry this time. And Khalil Arnold was there to make the stop. Redshirt senior out of Lovejoy, Georgia. It'll be 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2. Mr. Gant out of Lakeland, Florida. They say he can make all the cuts and run through you.
Yeah, he's a talent.
They just try to get him the ball more.
That's
the
right.
more you feed him, the hungry he becomes.
That's
right. Bullock in motion. Here's Ellis looking up top. The man out there. Almost caught by Karate Brinson. He has a catch already in this contest today. He has caught one to make it a 17-7 ball game in the second quarter.
Yeah, had a big touchdown earlier and had the pause out there, had a chance, but just couldn't close the basket.
Zach Williams, a freshman, number 34 there covering on the play. It is 3rd down and 8. Ball inside the 25, right at the 23-yard line, I should say. Ellis with room.
And time.
Plenty of time. Lets it go. Incomplete. Nobody home.
Gunning for Dayron Johnson, but put it up a little too high to climb the ladder. Yeah, Eddie, deflated. He's like, fellas.
4th and 8.
We got to build on this, and we are not executing.
So we're talking about a 40-yard field goal attempt right now for James Lowry. It is straight, and it is good. So the 40-yard field goal. Let's go down to Laurentia. She has more. What's going on, Lala?
Yeah, guys. You know, Tigers head coach Eddie George has a very unique coaching perspective thanks to his amazing career in both the NFL and his Heisman Trophy days at Ohio State. And he says that he's taken bits and pieces from every stage of life to create the coaching style that he wanted. So from his time at a military academy in high school to being coached by legends like John Cooper, Tim Spencer, and Jeff Fisher, Coach George says he doesn't follow one mentor's blueprint, but uses every single one. And we're seeing that on the field right now.
Yes, of course, you know, and you've been there, John. you take life lessons and learn how to mold them around within yourself and the people that you're surrounded with.
Well, and that's what it's all about, being a sponge. And as an athlete especially, you have a chance to be touched by a lot of different guidance. And Eddie George really molding and forming it, as Laurencia pointed out, into his method. And, you know, he's a systems guy. He's also an Omega Psi-Phi Q-Dog. So he's all about taking care of business. And he has shown that. He did it as a player on the field. Same approach, work ethic, and results as a coach. He's in it to win it.
A young man kicking off career-wise, 8 for 8 in field goals of 40 yards or more. Has not missed in his career. And he's kicked a couple of 40-yarders here today. Mr. Lowry. Meanwhile, the ball is coming out to the 25-yard line for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Time running out on them with 7:46 to go. Let's see what they can put together in this drive, down by 13 points, 41-28.
Yeah, Mekhi Hagan's enjoying a nice season. Only through 3 games, already over 700 yards. All of last season in 9 games, just above 550. So 5 touchdowns as well. He's really developed into the guy that Alonzo Hampton believed he could.
Watch the edge. Let's see what happens on the ground. They stay with Ross with 4 yards on that run. Jalen Bell out of Detroit, Michigan. Sanders Ellis, the freshman from Nashville, Tennessee, there to make the stop at the 2nd down and 6. Ball spotted at the 29. Trying to bounce outside again and back inside. Still on his feet. And a first down gain by O'Shawn Ross.
Ross looking strong in there, knowing where that first down marker was. He said, I'm going to be relentless. I'm getting that first down. Let's move the sticks.
Ross lined up behind his quarterback, Mekhi Hagans. And it's Ross again picking his way, kind of looking and see what's going on before he decides which way he's going to go. Ahmad Nelson was there to make the stop defensively.
Yeah, Charlie, watch it. 5'11". He has that ability to kind of sneak around back there, use some of those big dogs up front to shadow and hide him. Then he can slip free. So I like the way he dances, the radar that he uses. Great run.
Pass out in the flat, complete to the tight end, Kevin English. English dives forward for the first down, but there's a penalty marker down on the play. You were running back. What would you describe your style?
Pass interference, offense. Number 11, 15-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Giovanni Gibson.
Yes, running back long ago, back when we wore leather helmets. But, you know, I went to the University of Nebraska. Remember a guy by the name of Roger Craig? Oh, there it was. Yeah, ran right into him. Roger Craig, obviously a Nebraska legend, but also San Francisco 49ers. That's just how I'm built. Everybody said lower your shoulders, but I was like high knees, high shoulders, and just turn on the jet. So they always used to tell me, get your shoulders down. I'm like, that's not how I run. I don't run fast like that. So not trying to say I was a Roger Craig results guy, but that's how I ran.
Yeah, it was something good that came out of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hagan still picking up some of the big yardage that they lost on that penalty. And that was one of the things that, as you look at here, getting the ball out and deciding to run with it, 17 yards on that one. So what does Pine Bluff need to do to stay in this one and cut this deficit?
They need to keep the ball moving. They need to stop making any kind of mistakes and obviously avoid turnovers and make big plays. So right now, Hagan's trying to do that. But yeah, if they get a touchdown right here, Charlie, this thing's anybody's ball game.
Well, let's see what they're going to say with that one. But that one goes incomplete. Of course, Mekhi Hagan's running for his life right now.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not a good sign.
But Alonzo Hampton has to like where they're at after all this. They're now only by.
See, that's why we're talking about consistency and officiating. Yes. Now, they call that intentional grounding on Mekhi Hagan's. We had one similar earlier we thought should have been intentional grounding against Tennessee State. And what happened? They didn't call it.
Yeah, so they flag it on this. So this is just exactly what we were just
talking about. He's out of the pocket.
Yeah. So what did I say? They didn't want to make the mistakes. That one, again, a little questionable, but that kills them. They have a chance now to pull and make this a real-type ball game, pull within a touchdown. So if they can punch it in coming up soon, they can make this quite the battle to the finish.
This drive started at their own 25. They're punting from their own 21. Ooh. Fair catch called for and made. And that's where Tennessee State will get to work. We're in the final 5 minutes and 32 seconds of this one. And the Tigers on top.
HBCU Go Sports, providing fans with unparalleled access to all the sounds, flavor, and pageantry of historically black colleges and universities. Bringing you up close to the exciting action, athleticism, and passion on the field. HBCU Go football returns this Saturday on HBCU Go Sports. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. Saturday, September 21st, 3-2 Central on HBCUGO.tv.
HBCU Go is bringing you the best black college sports right to your home or mobile device. A celebration of black culture and excellence from HBCUs. We showcase compelling original programs that honor the rich legacy and tradition of HBCUs across the country. Download our apps on Apple, Roku, and Amazon Fire for the full HBCU Go experience. And join us as we amplify black excellence.
New on the Gria, masters of the game.
How did you move so fast in terms of learning what comedy is? Because it takes years and years for comics to get seasoned, and you move very rapidly.
I think all the years I wasn't doing it, I was subconsciously studying it.
Okay.
So I understood it as a mechanism and a device. I didn't necessarily understand how I fit into the mechanism of the device, but I got what it was. And then I was very sure of my voice.
Sit down one-on-one with black people who dominate the game.
Because I was older. And a lot of times, those years that you take to find your voice, we're talking about kids. People start at 19. It takes them 10 years to just figure themselves out. By that time, I had gone through the fire, and I'm pretty sure about myself, what I think, my POV, how I feel about things, and it's pretty unwavering at this point.
Right here on the Gria. Check your local listings.
Two-possession ball game here in Memphis, Tennessee, and we invite you to download the HBCU Go app. You'll get the best of black college sports, along with an array of on-demand programs available on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, and on your phone. It's HBCU Go. We invite you to download it today.
Looking like an early Halloween out here, Charlie. See that moon sneaking behind the clouds?
Keeping it on the ground, Tennessee State with the 13-point advantage.
So, Charlie, you asked me before the break, what does Arkansas Pine Bluff have to do? One thing they need to do, get big defensive stops. If they can get a 3-and-out here, would be huge because they need to get the ball back and get the ball into the end zones. They have to stop this Tiger offense.
Second down and 2. The ball right at the 43-yard line for Tennessee State. Ellis hands off, going to the right side is McGill. McGill very close to the first down. Looks like he has it, and they'll move the chains.
And that's what the Golden Lions do not want to do. Let them ground it out, slowly eat up that clock, move the sticks. That works against them right now.
4:32. Next week, this Arkansas Pine Bluff team will be playing at home against Central Arkansas. And the week after that, they will hit the road in SWAC play, taking on the Braves of Alcorn State. I think we'll be there and see that one.
You know what? I think I'll join you. Why wouldn't we be?
In Lorman, Mississippi. I believe that's Alcorn's homecoming.
Well, it's always a party with you, Charlie Neal.
You just have to get there 3 days before to get into the reservation.
It is a tough one.
A gain of 8 on that run, make it 7. Elijah Jenkins on the stop defensively.
As you said, it's one of your favorite soirees, man.
It's a great place, as long as you don't stay in in Lorman. It's okay.
Great place to visit. Wouldn't want to live there.
One of the things I've always told people, you cannot happen to go to Alcorn. You know how you can be passing through Memphis or Arkansas and pass by Pine Bluff or Tennessee State and Nashville. You can't do that at Alcorn State. You have to be going there, because if you don't intend to go there and you keep going past it, you'll be in the Mississippi River.
Loose ball. That's the kind of break that they needed. That's called a defensive stop.
Well, let's see what the officials say.
Yeah, they need to agree with it. But they come up with it from the bottom of the pile. See if they give it to him and rule it was, in fact, a fumble.
And that's Elijah Jenkins with the ball in his hands right now. One of the co-captains out of Jeanerette, Louisiana. And that's... And again...
Yeah, they stripped that ball right there, and it just pops free.
And Elijah Jenkins comes up with it.
Well, Charlie, we're starting to get that vibe. I said a little earlier, that deja vu all over again. They can make this right now a 6-point ball game with a touchdown.
So the first turnover by Tennessee State today. Pretty well played game. Higgins let it go. Incomplete. Almost intercepted that time by Jalen McClendon. There you see him, number 8. He had more of a chance to get that ball than the intended receiver.
You are right, man. They were double, basically triple coverage there. He was trying to squeeze it in, but that's a little dangerous right now. The last thing you need to do is give the ball back if you're an Arkansas Pine Bluff fan.
Second down and 10. Zamarian Weber in the lineup now at the running back spot. They give it to Weber. Weber off to the left side. And Weber, it's the first time we've seen him today out of Franklin High School in Franklin, Louisiana. Gain of 7.
This is exactly the scenario that Arkansas Pine Bluff would want. The ball back, a chance to lock it up into the end zone.
Trying to go to the right side this time. Maybe a loss of 1. On the play for the Golden Lions.
Now they got a decision.
And again, it was Marion Weber on the carry. Transfer from Louisiana Monroe.
Yeah, just over 2 minutes left, Charlie. You got to go for it right now.
4th and 4. See how many 4th down plays you have in your book.
That's right. Hey, now's the time to pull the magic one out.
Pine Bluff is 1 of 1 so far in 4th down conversions today.
50% on the season. Got him.
Got it. And it's the tight end.
Almost
correction.
Free.
That's Marnie Roan, not the tight end, but the wide receiver. Sophomore out of Orlando, Florida. On a 4th and 4, they pick up 16 yards. And now we're down to the 2-minute left in this contest. The 2-minute timeout. And we'll be back. 13-point game here in Memphis.
Whoa, it's the Capital One Bank guy.
That's me.
Could we get a selfie?
Of course. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Ooh, that's a keeper.
So, what do you do outside of the Capital One Cafe?
What do you mean?
Like when you go home or...
Sleep tight. Don't let the overdraft fees bite. What's in your wallet?
Surprise! I see you found my gift early. Our radiant girl is ready for it all now.
Always, this is how we HBCU.
It's not just about how you get there, but what you make happen along the way. Introducing the 2024 F-150. A tradition of excellence, where strength and adaptability meet. Your journey, your legacy to define. Tough This Smart can only be called F-150.
SC Johnson.
Your excellence starts here. The moment you become a TSU Tiger. From student to history maker, trailblazer, and beyond.
You're looking at a very proud graduate of the only state-funded historically black university in Tennessee.
Excellence is our habit at Tennessee State University.
Let's take a look at our Verizon player of the game, none other than Mr. Draylen Ellis, Tennessee State quarterback. 20 of 33, 228 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he has his team out to a 2-touchdown lead right now, a 13-point advantage over the visitors from Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Draylen Ellis spreading that ball around today. 3 touchdowns, ties a career high.
This one is incomplete. When you talk about this Tennessee State team, you know, they've had some great athletes over their career, like Ralph Boston, an Olympic gold medalist, a long jumper. Chandra Treesborough was an Olympic medalist, who's now the coach of the track and field team at Tennessee State. And, of course, we talked earlier in the day about Wilma Rudolph. You know, you had some players like Dick Barnett, quite a shooter. Truck Robinson, all played here. Of course, Joe 747 Adams was a quarterback. The 747, they said he was airmailing things like a 747 in the air every time he got by. Wayman Bryant, Richard Dent, Claude Humphrey, Too Tall Jones, all products of this Tennessee State program. Here's Higgins rolling left, throws into the end zone, and it's caught by Mr. Brown right inside the 5-yard line. Good for 27 yards. And out of bounds, stops the clock, and it was Boogie Trotter who was there to defend him.
Mekhi Higgins has done that a couple of times today, Charlie. Rolling left, throwing right, twisting his body. Looked like he was holding his abs a little bit on that. Not sure if he hurt
goal
himself.
At the 2-yard line, and nothing doing for Weber. Nothing doing for Mr. Weber. We talked about this Tennessee State, some of their alum. How about Arkansas Pine Bluff? L.C. Greenwood, remember him?
Yeah,
4-time Super Bowl champion with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, Teron Armstead, who's now with the Dolphins. Here's Higgins trying to turn the corner. Not going to get there. Run out of bounds. Run out of bounds. A penalty marker on the play.
Oh, I like that.
But McClendon would not let him turn the corner.
Offense. Number 11. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Gibson has had a lot of penalties on him today.
Tough day at the Rock.
He's had a lot of penalties on him today. And there he is holding.
Yeah, up under those shoulder pads.
Is he holding? He's still holding him.
Tugging him down. It's one thing to block up and use your hands forcing it up, but then to hang on, he got caught.
Boogie Trotter was the man that he had a hold of. Now Jonas Davis, who we saw limp out earlier, is back in there on this second down and goal from the 12-yard line. In motion is English. There he throws for English. Incomplete. And again, good defense by Malik Ganaway to knock that ball away.
Well, he had a little bit of a window there. Aramani Roan almost able to hold it in, but great defense shutting that down, not letting them get into that end zone.
Again, Mr. Higgins trying to put some more points on the board before this one ends.
Well, you get a score here, you get an onside kick, you still got a shot at it. 2-score ball game.
With 1:16 to go. Sack, in trouble. Nothing doing that time. As Keandre Booker was there to sack the quarterback, Mekhi Higgins.
Great pressure here, never letting Higgins get set. He just came in untouched, wrestles him down, shuts it down.
4th and goal at the 16. Got to go for it, right? 45 seconds to go before this one comes to an end. Higgins under pressure, will not get away. He is going down. That's going to do it.
Mama, there's that man.
Jalen Bell was there to to bring him down. Number 5, the grad student out of Detroit, Michigan.
The Cinderella story snuffed out.
Loss of 18 on this play.
Yeah, just flying in. The pressure at the end of the game here, huge on the defense. Bending but not breaking.
So the day belonged to Tennessee State. They have won 2 in a row over this Arkansas Pine Bluff team here in this Southern Heritage Classic. It was a 10-point ball game a year ago, 24-14. The score tonight right now, a 13-point difference, 41-38. 28, correction. 41-28. And they're just trying to run out the clock there with Mr. Gant carrying it straight ahead. Good one, John. We thought it was going to be somewhat of a barn burner. We've had our share of excitement and exciting plays in this particular contest as the clock continues to run down.
Yeah, Charlie, from a fan's point of view, kind of the total package. The great passing, we had some runs, some great catches, special teams play, defense stepping up when they needed to. So nice game. I'm sure Alonzo Hampton may not agree as much with that nice part, but we saw some good play from some great players.
There you see Eddie George and the Tennessee State Police making sure he's not harmed. And him and Alonzo.
Much love.
Great guys, I'll tell you.
Yeah, both these coaches.
Yes, indeed.
Pleasure to work with. I love seeing the success they both are having and what they're instilling in their young players. I'm a fan of that. They're concentrating on and off the field.
Well, next Saturday we head to Daytona Beach. And it's a battle of cats. The Bethune-Cookman Wildcats take on the Panthers of Clark Atlanta University. We invite you to join us at 3 p.m. Eastern Time right here on HBCU Go. You've been watching a 2024 Southern Heritage Football Classic on HBCU Go. For Laurencia Moten and John Kelly, Charlie Neal saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week in sunny Daytona, Florida. Tennessee State a winner tonight, 41-28.